Welcome to this part 2 of our DL6 Stop the Spread DireLands Adventure actual play. My name is Adam, I'm your storyteller. DireLands is a dark fantasy system agnostic campaign setting that I created. DL6 is a stripped down game system I designed specifically for DireLands. It features a basic roll high on 3d6 game mechanic with an innovative trauma system where the trauma or damage you receive actually lowers your chances of success. We have an entire crew. Well, nope, that's not true. We're missing someone. We have most of our crew and a chair. And we're going to be going over a couple things before we dive back into gameplay. First and foremost, because we're alpha testing this game system, I wanted to showcase some updates to the character sheet and deal with some of the technical aspects of the actual game system that are going to be dealt with during gameplay. So you can see your physical, mental, and spiritual 3 attributes which govern everything that a character is capable of doing. On the left-hand side, you have score. On the right-hand side, you have trauma. There's no pluses or minuses. Once you take a trauma, you just put the number in there, and when you roll the dice, it'll do all of the math for you. And you can see that, wow, I rolled a 1 on mental. That's terrible. So you can see that it automatically adjusts and does everything. Of course, if you get some experience, which our crew did actually all earn 1 experience point for the last session. That's it's meant to be very stripped down and simple. You put that on the right-hand side, and when you use them, you put the equal amount on the left-hand side. In order to raise an attribute, it takes 3 points times the number of the attribute. So if I wanted to raise my mental score of 1, it would only take 3 experience points. If I wanted to raise my physical, it would be 12, because 3 times 4. All right, then you go up to 5, and then it would be 3 times 5. So that's the way this works. It's meant to prolong the difficulty because this is a difficult world to exist in. So when you take trauma and you basically have equal trauma to your score, you're basically just out of commission. It takes 2 of your scores to be zeroed out in order to actually die. But if you have a 0 score in physical, that means, or they're equaled out. So you would have 4 trauma here. That would be equaling it out, effectively making it 0 because it would be your score minus your trauma. You would actually just pass out from pain or drop down from sheer exhaustion, depending on the circumstances. If it's in mental, then you're either passed out, literally, because you're going blank in your head, or you're completely confused and you just can't make sense of anything. Again, it depends on the circumstances. And if you have a equaled out spirit, basically a 0 in your spiritual, you're entirely dispirited. You just don't have any morale to go on. You feel completely defeated or depressed or whatever, depending on the circumstance. If 2 of them, again, are equaled out, then your character's out of commission and you're dead. It can be brought back through nature or cosmic magic, which is DireLands' version of basically priestly divine magic or wizardly arcane magic. That would be cosmic versus your nature. All right. There are gods in DireLands, but they are not active participants in the world. And so when people use their spirituality through magic, through the nature magic, they're actually just pulling it directly from the earth. And when you're using your arcane magic, you're harnessing the power of the cosmos itself. And all of that does come into play at different portions of the campaign world and everything. Hey, Corey, thanks for tuning in live. How you doing, man? Okay, so now that we've got the basics of the character sheet update, again, last time we were playing, this was very, very small and you couldn't see it, so I had to go in and rebuild it. I wanted to talk about the roll table. So you can see that there's a whole bunch of rolls listed on the right here whenever you roll something. So I'm going to roll the short sword on my character sheet, and it comes up with the short sword stat score, which basically does your physical minus your trauma plus your sword modifier. Well, actually, it would only be for damage, and that's why it's 0, because you can see in the math here, 4 minus 4, of course, equals 0. Your physical roll was 2, your mental roll was 5, your spiritual roll was 4. That all adds together to create your total number, right? So the first one is going to be the actual stat score. The 3 together are your 3d6 roll, and this total at the bottom is the total roll value. That's what has to get over either the unopposed difficulty check or the opposed check, depending on the circumstances. And then, of course, damage is going to be your physical, which in our case, in this particular situation, is 0, plus the weapon modifier, which is 1. So it's only 1 damage. When you take damage, you subtract it from your existing physical before you take any trauma. So the stronger you are, the healthier you are, the more potential damage you can do. If you're super wounded, then of course you're not going to be able to do as much damage because you are weak and dispirited. All right. I was doing something wrong in the last game where I was, every time that Amy or Aelyn was trying to cast her magic, I was having her roll over the DC even when it was supposed to be opposed. So you only roll over the DC, of course, if it's an unopposed check. In the case against the ogre at the very beginning of last session, we were supposed to be having the ogre roll his spiritual, and she had to get over that value. The way initiative works is whoever has the highest ability score for whatever they're going to do goes first. It's really that simple and straightforward, and I'm hoping that it goes a little bit smoother in this session than it did last time. One thing that I am going to modify from our last game after having played it and seen how things sort of panned out is that you guys didn't get a lot of chances to attack when it was the direwolves assaulting you or when the slave crew from the Caelia tribe came in. And I think I'm going to change that because in initiative, everything is happening at once. So I'm going to have you fight and defend. Regardless of the outcome, you'll take damage at the end of the round, depending on how it pans out. Now, that might actually end up being more trouble than it's worth because we're going to have to remember damage applied to both sides before we actually deal with the rolls. And so we'll just have to play it by ear and see how this alpha test pans out with that adjustment in mind. All right. Any thoughts from the players about the system itself and how we could ease in the gameplay, make it a little more fluid? Okay, then.
No, I think it's pretty. It's very nice that it feels very much like story based. Like what my intent of what doing is what drives it, not RNGesus telling me what does and doesn't happen all the time.
Right.
I mean, he still does. He exists in this world, but
I don't even know what that reference is.
RNGesus?
Yeah.
Well, I'll explain it to you when you're older.
Okay.
Well, yeah. You'll get it.
All right. Well, last time on Stop the Spread, the party have been traveling across the Karst mountain range, knowing that they are in the tail end of Locaston's territory. They stumbled upon an ogre scout who was quickly defeated, then nurtured by them. He gave them cover until the next morning as they continued down the mountain to the west. A small pack of direwolves caught their scent and began their hunt. As the party was near a total defeat, some raiders from the Cahutehe tribe ran off the wolves, but captured the party with the intention of being enslaved or consumed. Through the journey to Locaston's tent city, they made an... That is not right, because Locaston is not the name of the town. The Cahutehe tribe is. So to the tent city,
it's all in alpha, folks.
Yeah.
It's all in alpha.
They made an impression on the warriors, and once they arrived, they were delivered to Firefist, the tribe's chieftain or king, and the tribe's shaman, drowned in tears. They witnessed and participated in a ceremony to drive back the evil that is poisoning the few of Aram wildlands. The party is judged by the tribe as they each have experiences connecting them to this land and its people. With a firm conviction to assist the tribe, we pick up with the crew at the end of the night. Now, you'll remember that Tree came back from her sort of experience of witnessing the sky and reflecting on the world. I wanted to take this opportunity and do a little bit of world-building exploration to everyone who may not know. So this is the solar system that exists in this DireLands game system. Kiered Vonig, you can see, is the fourth rock from the sun, and it has a whole lot of planets all strewn about. This is the cosmic world that will come into gameplay at high level tiers and might have some future development and game supplements that really define it. But for the sake of this is just sort of the sky you see above you. This is the world. You can see that the original ice cap has spread down and covered very much to Fall Lest, the continent that we're on right now. This is Kirdvonig, and you can see that the large, massive moon of Deutsche is spiraling out on this 25-year cycle where it gets really close to the North Pole, and actually this magical bridge appears when it does get to that super close point, and monstrosities or aberrations actually travel to the planet from this moon. You can also see a very much smaller moon of Edokas, which travels in a pretty consistent circle around at the same distance around Kirdvonig, and it's rumored to have this evil race of gnomes that dwell on it with the other monstrous creatures. But again, most people have never explored it, so it could very well just be old wives' tale.
No. If that's the case, I demand a one-shot where we get to be the gnomes trying to come from the moon to the planet. That is...
We could totally do that.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
Prestus was the name of... well, no, it wasn't Prestus, was it? Because you guys moved across.
No, we went to...
Oh, it was Kahute right here. Here we are.
Kahute, yeah.
Okay, so that is where we are right now in this continent of Fall Lest, right here, smack dab in the middle with you. So, Tree, you came back. You guys were talking about Itish like coming with us or something because there was some mention of some sort of challenge. Do you guys remember? Do we want to pick up there?
Hit it off, Itish.
Go ahead.
Darling, darling, I'm gonna be tagging along with y'all. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, it was Tree that was talking with Itish about it, and Trebor was chiming in that they'd overheard something.
Yeah.
This bacon is amazing. Have you guys tried this? So good.
Okay.
We're going to talk about this later, Trebor. Again and slower.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, Tree,
somebody said that you were going.
Well, yeah, I thought we were all going. That's why we're here, right? Is to go help the whatever.
So as you guys are talking, you see one of these tribesmen come up, standing in front of the entire group between the massive bonfire and where you are all sitting, and he starts to take his deerskin jerkin off and pulls all the way down to a loincloth, stretches a little bit, and points down at the half-ogre from Locaston, Itish, and says, "Our trial begins now. Stand."
What trial? Somebody, did you break a rule? Should we be getting a lawyer for this?
I have no idea. I don't know what the rules are.
What's a lawyer?
Stand. Get up.
What did you do?
I'll stand up.
Like, if you want to help our tribe, you will have to prove yourself. You and me in a wrestling match. Whoever pins each other first wins. If you come out on top, you will prove your strength to walk in and deal with the Fjorvarum. Are you prepared?
I'm prepared.
Huh?
Your accent.
Okay. Dinner and a show? All right.
So this is, I'm going to show this to the players. This is the man that he is facing off with, that she is facing off with. This is your typical Caelia human warrior.
I still see just the DireLands. I don't think you've moved us on the in Roll20.
That's because I haven't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's
well,
fine.
how about now? Did that work?
I see. I don't see the person, just the map.
Oh, it says show to players and it didn't work. All right. Anyway, that's a Roll20 issue. So there's no weapons. He's just stripped down to his bare essentials. You can get as stripped down as you are comfortable with, Itish. But he's starting to circle you, and you can see the rest of the tribesmen and women and even children are sort of creating this large, wide circle, starting from the point of the bonfire and going all the way out and around the sort of seating and eating areas, just sort of pinning you in to this large circular space. What do the rest of you do while this is starting?
It's just
Are
going
there
to
like
strip down.
Okay.
corn chicken things? I want to get a snack.
Okay, yeah, you can move back and grab some more
Yeah,
food.
Trebor and Trebor goes over to Tree. She's like, "Is there? Do you think there's popcorn? Like, are we watching a show now?" Like, I think Trebor is still kind of confused. He just sees everybody kind of moving. He follows Tree, moves out to the inappropriate,
Right.
far enough away space.
We're
Not
gonna
sure
get
what's happening.
some finger snacks, literally.
Okay.
Oh, finger snacks! It sounds delicious.
Aelyn, are you doing anything in particular?
I'm gonna kind of hang near the group and just observe.
Okay.
Just see what's going on.
So I assume you're going to be doing Itish. You're going to be using your physical stat for this wrestling match.
I will.
And what's your physical rating, please?
4.
So we're going to add Itish with a 4. And we've got Haltus with a 5. So he will always go first, but you will go before the turn is over. And of course, let me sort this correctly. And no damage will be applied until the end of the round, just so we because everything's happening at once. So he lunges at you and tries to wrap his arms around your waist and lift you up and drop you down to the ground. So he comes in hard with his body. He's got a 14. Go ahead and roll to defend yourself. Nice. So he comes charging at you, and you sort of stand your ground, hunker down just a little bit, and as he gets close, you just move to the side using your mental stat, and he just runs right past you and drops down to the ground and looks back up at you, pretty pissed off. What are you going to do?
I'm going to sweep his. So he ran past me. I'm going to sweep his left. What? Yeah, his left foot out from underneath him and bring him to the ground.
All right, give me a roll. He's going to try to move his leg out of the way with a 13, but he is not as fast as you. Again, you're massively leveraging your mental stat. You're analyzing his movements and determining the best route to counter his actions. You bring your leg around, it lifts his, he plants face first down to the ground, his chest hitting the ground with a hoof. The next round, he's going to stand back up. So the spiritual roll, let's see, your physical score is 4. He's got a 5. So it doesn't actually do any physical damage. But, and yeah, here's where we have to deal with the reality of my system. Because you can't do damage unless you're stronger than something else. And that presents a problem when you're doing hand-to-hand. How are we going to manage that?
I think it was interesting that Itish said, she parries, she steps out of the way, tries to trip him. So it's almost, I don't know. Can he take like a spiritual damage and be like, you're getting totally embarrassed in front of your entire tribe by this half-orc?
Yeah, I
And
mean,
so it's I don't know if it's
as far as role
emotional
playing
damage.
works, yeah, as far as role playing works, that works. But as far as the mechanic works, it would be an issue because each stat attack only affects that stat. Otherwise, you could just defeat people by targeting their mental with your physical prowess or their spiritual, depending on the creature.
Right. So vicious mockery does not exist in this world.
I mean, he's certainly going to be embarrassed. let's see. How are we going to manage this? So you're not actually hurting him physically because you just sort of kick his feet out from under him and he goes spiraling down to the ground. So for the sake of, for the sake of this, I'm going to use a 1 damage just for the fall and your assistance with it. So that puts your total physical score at 5, but that just still matches his. So nothing actually happens there. We're going to have to deal with, I'm going to have to come up with some other way of applying damage because that does not work at all. Okay, so maybe the damage is just from the individual attacks each time. This is the stuff that we're trying to figure out here, viewers, in the alpha test. So rather than subtracting it from the existing stat, we're only applying the amount of damage imposed. So if your spear has a 1 damage, then it's only imposing a 1 damage if you succeed in the action. I think that's going to be the easiest way to manage it. The problem with that is then only the roll is affected by the trauma. So it's not going to affect the amount of damage that you can apply to them, which does become a little bit problematic. But for now, we're just going to roll with the actual action itself, imposing the damage, and we'll sort of adjust from in the future if we need to. So he takes 1 trauma, landing straight on his face and his chest. He turns around and he hops up almost immediately because, again, we're using the same stat scores. You guys are actually even, but these actions are going to be happening simultaneously anyway. And he lunges over and he's going to try to just with 1 arm do a haymaker and just sort of clothesline you as best he can. Give me a defense roll with your physical, please.
Ignore that roll. That was I accidentally pressed my flail instead of physical.
Okay. So with your 16, you use your physical and you just brace yourself and his arm hits you and sort of bounces off. And you can see his eyes are going, they're sort of telling on him, right? Initially, he thought he was going to crush you. You're half a orc, so you're a pretty sturdy stature individual, but he's a large warrior. You can see the embarrassment at first and then a little bit of frustration, but now you're almost seeing a little bit of begrudged respect showing up in his demeanor. Go ahead and take your attack. What are you going to do?
Since he did a haymaker hook, I'm going to kind of do a counter, like
Okay.
lead into the hit and
Are you going to
rewind
punch?
with a uppercut.
Okay.
Punch him in the face!
Oh, and you hit him. It lands right on his chin. His head snaps back and he stumbles back a little bit, clearly dazed. Takes a trauma from the physical punishment and he looks over at you and he jumps up and he uses both of his feet to just kick out at you, trying to knock you back. Give me your physical defense roll. Oh, his feet connect with your chest, pushing you back. What are you going to do before you take the damage? Yeah, you rolled 2 1s. That's rough.
I was not expecting him to do a drop kick.
So what are you going to do now? Before the end of this round and you take damage.
As I'm falling backwards, I'm going to use my right leg and just do a hard kick onto his side of his abdomen.
Okay. You got a 16. He only got a 12. You're leading with your mental and spiritual. And he's clearly exhausted. So he does this. He can't maneuver because he's literally falling down from his drop kick in midair. Your foot connects with his side and he drops down. Oh, that should be a 3 actually. So he failed in that. So go ahead and take your 1 damage from the drop kick. And as he lands on the ground, he's going to just lunge from the ground onto you, grabbing your legs and trying to rip you out down to the ground level as well. Go ahead and give me your defense roll. Oh, he grabs your legs, rips them out. You are a little bit stunned from that drop kick and fall back. What are you going to do before you hit the ground?
So as I'm falling back, he's He's on the ground next to my feet.
Yeah. He's got
I'm
his
gonna
arms
use-
around your feet.
I'm just going to elbow drive pile him.
Okay. So you're like dropping down, you're twisting your body around with a 14. He tries to get out of the way, but he can't. You meet him. Elbow lands right on the back of his head as you both tumble down to the ground. He is hurting. He just spits. He's got your legs around, and he's just going to bring just a hammer into your stomach, his fist into your stomach. Give me a roll to get out of the way. You roll to the side. What are you going to do? His fist thuds with the ground.
I'm going to grab his head and smash my knee into it.
All right. You guys are just on the ground rolling around. You got a 9. He rolls a 9, and you make contact. And he drops down to the ground. A little bit of blood on the side of his mouth. Just sucking wind, and all of the people standing around you in this massive circle just start cheering. Rah! Rah! Just freaking out, just this crazy cacophony of screams and chants from all ages and all sexes, just completely filling the night air as the embers of the fire are drifting up into the sky and just sort of like spiraling out almost as if they're little fireworks of celebration from your defeat of this warrior. Good job. You see Fire Fist move part his way through the group that's sort of surrounding you, and he puts his hand down to help you up.
I'll take it and be lifted up.
So he brings you up and he claps one hand on your shoulder. He still has his hand on your hand. You did well. I am very, very pleased. I think you should be able to enter the Fuavarum and assist the Cahote tribe. Congratulations. And you can hear this sort of moaning on the ground as Drowning Tears moves up and starts taking care of the downed warrior on the ground. So, what are your friends doing after having watched this?
That was so cool.
Is every night going to be like this? We could dance. There's food. There's entertainment. It's great. So much better than in
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. As Trebor is
almost
walking
got
up and
blown.
congratulating Itish,
What?
does he looks over at oh, what's the name of this? Drown in Tears is
The shaman?
yeah. And are they does it look like they need any help? Like
Oh, no. I mean,
fixing up this?
yeah,
They're
this
good?
is all unarmed damage, so the guy's going
Oh,
to be
yeah, sure.
fine. He was just defeated.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he's just down there, sort of wiping off the dirt and tending to any of this minor scrapes that had occurred during the melee.
If they look like they're good to go, then yeah, like I think Trevor's just gonna stay there and congratulate Itish. And can you show me how to do the elbow thing? I'm not really good at fighting.
Of course I'll teach you, darling.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So, it's very simple. As long as there's someone on the ground,
Were you at stay?
all you gotta do is just jump and drive your elbow straight into them. And the gravity plus your weight will hurt.
Gravity.
There's a lot more
Technical.
math involved in fighting than I thought. Like I thought it was just you swung, and I don't know. I'm not. Yeah.
Math.
What's this map?
It's numbers. Numbers.
What's math?
Yeah. So anyone who
okay.
was raised in Bressus probably understands math and a little bit of science, though it's seen as magic
Yeah.
by anyone outside of Bressus. If you're from like Caelia or Locaston, you've never used that reference. I mean, you know how to count. You're not stupid, but you've never, the vernacular is just different.
He's a little stupid.
So As the evening is moving on and people are, coming up to you, Itish, and sort of clapping you on the back, and the kids are coming up and sort of like holding onto your legs as you're walking around, and you're like lumbering, trying to move with the kids holding on to you. You're basically like a champion that everyone wants to, sort of be a part of and share in the celebration. They bring you a nice big plate of mystery meat and sort of offer it to you.
I'll take
Long
it with
pig.
gratitude.
Right.
Bree, are there
nice.
any more of these finger foods? These were really good. Small,
Literally.
bite-sized, easy to
There
eat.
might be some toes left, but I don't know about fingers anymore. You only get
You
10.
guys have really weird names for food here.
So as you guys,
It's literal.
as the night is wearing on, some of the local people are offering their little straw huts for you to sleep in with them. And so you're welcome to sleep out under the sky, or if you want to, join them in their sort of straw huts, then you can also do that.
I think Trebor would kind of be the last one to decide. He's gonna kind of see what everyone else is doing. Like this is, I think for Trebor, this is he's the biggest odd man out in this setting, and so he's just kind of like he has no idea. Like, what is the custom? What am I supposed to do? 3 people said you can sleep in my hut. I don't know which I'm supposed to pick. Like he's kind of waiting for social cues from everyone else.
Itish, what are you
They
gonna?
were a
I'm
throuple,
gonna
actually.
politely decline and sleep under the stars.
All right. What
so
about
I
you,
can
Aelyn?
fall asleep stargazing.
Nice.
I prefer to stick with the group or the majority.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to sleep with my friends tonight.
Okay. So you all opt for
Yeah,
under the stars then?
yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
No one seems to be offended. You know that they're outsiders. Tree, can I get you to give me a mental check, please?
Oh, this is going to go poorly.
In your
Oh.
history, this tribe is known to be incredibly violent and cruel. I mean, just the fact that they're cannibals and slave traders, nomads. This behavior is completely out of everything you've ever heard about this tribe. So either the tales are completely wrong or something else is going on, because this is not how you should be. Well, you should never be welcomed into this group. You came into this for your reasons of hopefully finding your own people, but this has turned into like the whole world is topsy-turvy at this point. This doesn't make any sense.
So they're still eating people, but they're being nice.
I mean, they've welcomed you in.
I'm
They've
saying this out
shared.
loud to my friends
right.
too. Like I'm just thinking out of mouth.
Aelyn's like, those were people.
I think
word,
Trebor is
content.
still in like denial. He's selectively ignoring the people
muted,
part of
Aelyn.
that.
I think we should camp on the edge of town and try to maybe be a little hidden tonight. Things feel weird to Tree. You know, does that
okay.
sound okay?
I mean, I
don't
don't know
know.
what to do here. I've never slept out. I mean, we don't sleep outside in Bressus, so just whatever you guys think is best.
Oh boy. Okay. Has anyone else not slept outside before?
Well, I mean, we slept outside like while we journeyed here and stuff. It's not.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Just
Yeah.
over there.
Okay. Should we
I
build
just
a
don't want to
fire?
sleep in the vicinity
No.
of Hide the Sausage Man.
What?
I think we should go be in the bushes a little bit,
Remember when?
and we should take watches. I'll go first, because I found all this saltwater taffy they made out of the people, and I'm gonna eat some of that.
Out of the boiled fat. They added
Okay.
some
Yeah.
roots.
I'll take
Yeah,
second.
some of them
'cause-
are really good.
Yeah, I'll take second because I want to talk to her about some of those statements, but I don't want to say it in front of everyone.
Right. Okay, so as you guys are making plans and starting to move toward the edge of town, you see Drown in Tears slowly lumbering out of the darkness into the remaining light that is emanating from the burning down or burning out bonfire. He just sort of appears in the darkness almost. Dust is sort of kicked up from his feet as he's moving forward. And he stops in front of a tree and looks over at Aelyn. I believe we should talk.
Or all of us.
Both of you, Aelyn and Tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Itish and I'll go find. There's no beds here. We'll figure it out.
Follow
You
me.
sleep on the ground. Okay.
He turns around and he walks into what looks like almost like an igloo, but it's all made out of like straw and sticks and stuff. And you see smoke emanating from the cracks that are part of the construction. There's like a little flap, and you kind of have to almost crawl in it. It's such a small little space. I mean, you're an elf and a half elf, so it's not that bad for you. But as you're crawling in, smoke is just billowing past you, and you're taking this deep breath, and it's got a particular smell to it. It's not exactly like a campfire smoke. And give me Aelyn, you're from Bressus, so you wouldn't know this. Tree, give me a spiritual check, please.
Doing drugs in here?
You are 100% doing drugs in here. You know that this is psychedelic that's being burned over the coals that you
Hey,
guys
bro, you should
inadvertently
probably warn
inhale
people
as you
before
enter.
you dose them. Just saying.
So as you guys enter, everything starts to shift. The atmosphere itself seems to almost like become this organism that you can almost see. As if you were like a fish in water, for example. You can see the water all around you sort of moving. And as you breathe out, the smoke moves and vibrates out from your breath, creating this sort of pathway to the next person. And it like breaks across their face. And as you move your hands, the motion is sort of echoed all throughout. There's very, very little light. It's only emanating from one torch that's sitting down on the ground in the center, where there's this little, almost like a iron bowl. It was probably made out of brass or something that the incense is being sort of burned out of. Sort of a little bit of liquid underneath it is sort of boiling, and you can just see the smoke emanating out from it. And as you continue to inhale this, you notice that the shaman, Drown in Tears, is already sort of sitting on the ground opposite the entry point, which seems like he got there awfully quick from when he, was literally just in front of you a moment ago, but time itself is feeling distorted, and you have no idea how long you were looking at the smoke, and your breath and your hands, and everything is completely shifting here. The walls that are just sort of black with hints of the texture of the straw and sticks, which are used to fabricate this little igloo-like smoke shack, completely burst away. And you feel yourself lifted up at an incredible speed, as if you're on this tiny little platform high above the ground, complete darkness of space all around you. You can see the constellations spiraling out all across you in this entire 365-degree arc, almost like a globe around you, like you're at the center point of the universe, witnessing the cosmic space all around, and you feel this connection like you've never felt before. Can I get a spiritual check from both of you, please? Nice tree.
Baby. I'm riding the wave.
Aelyn's fighting a little bit. She's trying to make logical sense with that one of her mental roll of what's happening around her. Her physical body is accepting everything that's occurring, but she can't believe this is actually really happening. You've never really done psychedelic drugs before, so this is a first experience for you.
Can I take her hand?
Okay.
And be like, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Drown in Tears
Gonna
starts
take this
speaking.
ride together.
And when he's speaking, it's not even like you can see his mouth moving, but the sound that's coming isn't coming from his mouth. It's coming as if it's a surround sound, echoed like massive boom that's coming out of the cosmos itself. You are both connected to Kjordvanig. You harness power from her bowels. Give me another spiritual check, please. That look.
Bowels? Yeah, bowels through tree off.
But Tree is starting to get this weird vision of like traveling through bowels of nature.
Coop
Is really kind of
emojis.
messing you up, turning the
Everywhere.
trip a little south. Aelyn's actually kind of given up on trying to find any sort of connection. This entire experience is odd, but you've been able to master, like logically understand, okay, I am under the power of narcotic. I am in a drug-induced vision. I get this, but you don't feel the connection. Tree, your connection is starting to falter a little bit. Just the logic, the idea of bowels is just completely throwing you. And
That's
Drown in Tears
weird.
continues. This land is sick and needs to be purified. This purification will come from you giving part of yourself. Is this something that you give freely? And he looks over at you, Tree.
Absolutely. My name is Tree.
You see him pull out this twisted, wicked blade that the edges look completely honed and sharp, but the blade itself is just sort of twisted like you had seen some, I don't know, weird
Ooh,
ritual.
okay, time for chopping, I guess. Here we go.
He puts his hand out and he asks you, put your hand in mine. He twists your arm around so it's face up, so your elbow pit is facing the sky, and you see these asteroids or meteors shooting across the sky, sort of drawing your attention away. As Aelyn, you're watching this wicked blade come down and enter into Tree's elbow pit and cut all the way down her arm. I need you to give me a physical check, Tree.
That's like the worst part to get tattooed. Owie. That was not good.
Yeah, instantly your mind is like cleared. Sharp pain is filling your mind, and blood is starting to trickle. He like lowers your hand so it drops down into the psychedelic incense bowl, which immediately puts it out with this little sound. He reaches his hand up in front of you, Aelyn. Give me your hand. Go ahead and take one trauma, Tree. You give it?
I very hesitantly, very nervously. She doesn't want to upset them, but she's not liking what she's seeing.
His hand is surprisingly strong. His skin is very, almost paper thin feeling and really coarse and wrinkled. But his hand grip, once you place your hand in his, is really, really strong as he almost pulls you slightly toward him and twists your arm up, and he brings the blade in, and you see the stars streaking across. But after having already witnessed what happened to Tree, you're not paying attention to them at all, and you're sort of hyper-focusing on this blade that you just saw cut into Tree. You don't know her that well. You don't know if she has some bloodborne disease or some infection, and you're using the exact same knife, and he cuts down into your arm. Give me a physical check. Oh, yeah. No, you're good. So you just sort of bear yourself down and allow it to happen. The line, I mean, it cuts so deep into your arm. You feel like if this was real, if this was really happening, he would have, it's like cutting like filleting your arm open. That's how deep it is. And the blood is flowing down and filling up this little cup. And then he lets go of your arm and he brings the knife over to him and he cuts down deep. And almost instantly, you guys drop down from that incredible height into the cosmos, and you're going deep down into the earth itself. You can look up and see the ground disappearing above you as you continue just burying down into the ground, and opens up into this underground cavern, and you see illuminated fungus all around. The stalactites and stalagmites lightly illuminated, and water is slowly dripping off of it, and the smoke is completely gone, and all there is this liquid that he pours his blood into after he's cut his own arm, and he lifts it up and he takes a big drink from it, and he moves it towards you, Aelyn.
I'm in this far.
In for a penny, in for a pound. You take a drink of this
Just a
mixed
little.
blood and incense, psychedelic incense. Give me a physical check. You're holding it down, but you want to vomit. He motions for you to pass it over to Tree.
Tree motions for you to pass it over to Tree. Physical?
Yeah, so you're fighting. Your stomach is like...
I don't want to be cool.
But you're doing everything you can to keep it, and you're like... A little something
Really
starts
good.
to come up.
It's really good.
And you just swallow it down. You pass it back over to him, and instantly everything goes black. You just hear this sort of thrumming heartbeat. And light just lightly lifts up so you can just see everything in shadows. And in the center of the three of you, where that one tiny little torch was that was burning that little brass incense bowl that you all just drank from, you see this creature standing there. And Aelyn, this is exactly the same creature that you witnessed in your vision when you were dancing around the bonfire. And Drown in Tears speaks. This is the poison you must find and remove. It is killing the Fjorvarum. Do you see it?
Yeah, that's awful.
So what it looks like is this sort of female ghostly presence. Black is coming out of her eyes and just dripping down, almost like tentacles or a long robe, and it's spreading out across the ground. And as you're looking down and just sort of following this sort of ooze that is seeping into the earth itself, you see some of it is starting to get on you, and it's starting to move up your torso. Give me a spiritual check, both of you. 10 and 13. Aelyn, you're having a hard time dealing with this. You're starting to freak out. Your heart is beating. Tree, you're holding back the panic a little bit better, but it's also creeping up on you as the black ooze is starting to come up to your shoulder height. Give me another spiritual check. Aelyn, you're able to calm yourself down, but Tree, this is getting too intense for you, and all you want to do is jump and run away. This is just starting to get too much for you to handle. It completely covers your face. Give me another spiritual check.
Can I reach over and hold her hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. With the support, you're able to brace yourself. Aelyn, was that your roll? 15?
Oh, sorry. Wait, spiritual
That's
again?
so
Yeah.
cute.
Nice. So together, you guys are able to face this as it completely surrounds you, and you're seeing the world through almost completely different eyes at this point. You look down and you can see the three of you around this thing you're looking out of, as if you're one with this feminine spiritual entity that is poisoning the Fjorvarum. And just sort of looking around confused at why there's these three people, why you are surrounding it. And immediately screams out in this sort of primal screeching sound that deafens you and paralyzes you as if you were shocked or hit by lightning. Go ahead and take 1 spiritual damage from the shock of it, and you're ejected out of this creation, and you're just found yourself looking around, just sort of jarred, staring in this tiny little room that you never actually left as this psychedelic drug is starting to wear off. And Drown in Tears looks over across at both of you. You have felt her. I believe this is Merninock. You must find her and stop her. Do you understand?
Marinac bowels. Stop the bowels. Got it.
You have been accepted by the earth spirits. You will go with your friend Itish into the Fjorvarum. Good night. You're still feeling a little high. It's not completely gone, but it's not the intensity that it was when you first entered.
Aelyn, let's go let's go to the river and throw rocks in the river.
Okay.
As you
There's
guys
rocks in the
exit the
river?
tent, you can see the sun rising. You were in there for a couple hours.
Oh my god.
So
never
Trebor and
mind.
Itish, as they've been gone for a couple hours, you're just sort of sitting here wondering what's up. They've been gone for a while. What are you going to do?
As I'm just sitting there, I'm slowly starting to daze off because of the the intense atmosphere of the party.
Yeah, just the adrenaline.
And the fighting wearing off. Itish is going to start slowly dozing off into sleep.
Okay. Trebor, what are you doing? You see Itish
I
is
think Trebor
giving in.
Trebor's kind of in the same place. It's been a long day. He ate a lot of long pig bacon,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's probably passing out as well.
Full belly.
Very bad.
Good night. You pass out. You're woken before dawn by someone shaking you, Trebor. Itish is still sleeping.
You had to go poop.
Oh, he literally left. Okay. I thought he was just doing like the night thing. All right, so we'll come back to that time point. This is before Tree and Aelyn. But Aelyn and Tree, you guys going over to the river?
You know what? Sure, yeah, we're gonna go throw rocks in the river. It's gonna be great. We're still a little, feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Waves will look cool. It'll be fun.
And now's probably the best time to find out
Talk.
what we ate while I'm still
I
little.
keep telling you, these people are cannibals. There's the slave who died, or like whoever died, or whatever. It's dead people. Tree's serious. Tree means what they say.
I'm gonna advise that maybe right now it's best not to tell the others.
I've been
Since
saying
we have to get through this.
it's not a secret.
Pretty sure Itish already knows.
Yeah, I think they're just what's the word? They don't want to think
Denial?
about it. That's the one.
Let's let them have their denial right now.
I have no form of human in me. I could care less.
Yeah. So Tree and Aelyn, how long are you going to stay at the river? Just sort of talking and tossing stones?
Just long enough, I guess, for her to wrap her head around the fact that she ate some folks, and then we'll go back to the camp, and maybe I'll like wake up Itish and tell her about the night.
Okay, so as you get to the camp, you don't see Trebor anywhere. You do see a bedroll where he may have been on the ground, but you just see Itish sleeping quietly.
Itish. Do you have water around?
Yeah, you got water.
I have an idea. Can I take the time to make a small fire and warm up some water?
Yeah.
Can I dip Itish's fingers in that warm water while they're sleeping?
Give me a physical
Please.
check, Itish. I want to see if you can fight the urge.
Oh, I was gonna say. You should-
Yeah, no. You pee a little bit.
Good thing all my clothes are off.
Now I go hide. What?
All right, Trebor. So you're woken up in the middle of the night, just sort of shaken. You sort of open your eyes a little bit, and you see this face of one of the tribe members looking down at you. It is your time. Come with me.
Time for what is breakfast?
Be quiet.
What?
Come.
Okay. I stumble to my feet and follow along.
So you see Itish is still sleeping away. You don't see any tree or Aelyn anywhere around.
Do I CP? Never mind.
No, that's later. So you're moving off, and he sort of moves you over to some other mounted warriors, and they're like, "You'll ride on the back of my horse. We must track some slaves. Are you capable?"
Of riding or tracking? Yeah, sure, it's fine. Yeah.
Get on. He jumps on his horse, and he brings his hand down to help you up.
Yeah, I'll take it and climb up.
So apparently, they're telling you that some slaves escaped, and they want you to track them down. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I think we kind of established that he's kind of like, when in Rome, kind of a thing. So he's like, okay, I guess yeah, we're tracking stuff. Sure, like, you guys, we don't track stuff in the city. I'll do my best.
But you're a smart man, are you not?
Well, yeah, but okay, sure. What?
We need
I
you to
guess if
use
we're
your
tracking-
intellect to find these slaves, and then we will
Okay.
kill them for disobeying.
Well, that seems harsh. If you kill them, you're not going to get any money out of anything later. But okay.
But we
where
will get
were
more
they?
finger food.
Those fingers were really good. Where did you guys get those? Anyway, where were they when they escaped? Where were they being held?
Come with me. The three of you, three different horses, ride off to the side, and you see this rather large encampment that is sort of watched by 5 different tribal warriors. They have long spears. At the end of the spear is like this arc that is sort of this man trap where they wrap it around people's necks to sort of keep them at a distance and capture them. But they're just sort of standing there watching the other slaves. So he comes over, he jumps off the horse, and he helps you down. He's like, they ran off somewhere. Examine this ground. Find where they went.
All right. What about these guys? Were they sleeping on the job? What happened here?
You
he
need
just
to
saying
focus.
as he like, yeah, okay. He'll walk over to. Are they like? Are the rest of the slaves being held? Are they in a pen? Are they just like sitting free?
So it's more of like it's not a physical fence, but it's sort of this area that they're all like located within. You actually see there's ropes connecting each of them around from like ankle to ankle, and you can see that there's 2 of them that are clearly out. Now this rope looks really thick and really rough and really strong. You're not really sure what it's made of, but it doesn't seem like they could have cut their way out. It looks like it's unraveled or something. So give me a mental check here.
Trebor's immediately suspicious. He's like, these guys are trying to just mess with me here. Like, did they let these guys out? He's still half asleep,
you're like,
man.
nope,
He's
that
like,
tracks. This is how.
Okay, yeah, sure. This is nope. They obviously were right here, and now they're not. That makes total sense.
That is escape.
That is escape. He's gonna start looking around and seeing like from where this rope is, with these missing people. Like he's gonna start looking for, I don't know, footprints. He's like, oh, like, well, there. Does he looks around? Actually, first I guess he'd look at all the other slaves. Does anybody else have like shoes on, or is everybody like barefoot and
No,
loincloths?
everyone
like,
is barefoot.
Okay, so he's gonna start looking for like footprints that are like leading away. Probably, I mean, he would probably think, okay, what's the shortest distance to the tree line to get out, or or something that you can get out of sight from quickly and start looking for tracks leading away from the rest of the group towards whatever seems to be the shortest distance to getting out of line of sight.
Right. So give me a mental check for these. Yeah, you can actually see, and as you're examining the ground, you can see, everyone here is barefoot. This is just how they move around. The warriors, depending on their status, they have some sort of leather wrappings on their feet, but everyone else, all the common people that you would notice last night, they were all sort of barefoot moving around. And so you're sort of moving through the grass and the dirt, seeing there's actually patterns here, and you're moving through the patterns of the grass. And as you're moving away, locating, sort of tracking this series of footprints, you can notice that the other three warriors that brought you here are coming up behind you, starting to pull out bolas, you assume, in case they see, some sort of like prisoner, they can just, throw it and try to drop them to the ground with them. So as you're moving toward this tall set of grass, it sort of drops off into this sort of marshy swamp area to the north. You can see in the distance there's a little river flowing past. Give me another mental check. And yeah, you can see exactly where there's been some of this grass has been torn and sort of trampled down. You're following it deeper into the area. Give me a spiritual check. And you're not entirely sure how you feel about this. I mean, the truth is there's slavery in the world, but you're being used as the catalyst to find and kill these people and then presumably eat them. I mean, I don't know. How are you taking this?
I think, that he clocks that, and also, with these two guys behind him, he's now not only separated from his party, but way separated from his party, and they're walking around with weapons out and stuff. And so, like, I think in his head, he's like, well, if I don't find him, they're going to kill me. If I do find him, maybe I can talk him out of it. Like, he's trying to, like, kind of have this internal wrestling match in his own mind where he's like, if I just stop, they're gonna just kill. Like, that's the end of. I'm done. Or I don't think they're gonna keep me around. But if I find them, like, maybe there's a chance I can work something out. Like, he's kind of been able to kind of, he feels like, talk his way through things. Like, they got to Fire Fist and they did whatever. So he's like, maybe I can talk him out of doing something rash. But I've got to find these guys first. So I think he kind of is nervous, but kind of doubles down on, like, I have to find them because otherwise that's it.
Okay.
So he's not happy about it.
Yeah.
But he does have a strong sense of self-preservation. So he's like, okay, we got to find him.
As every living being should.
Yeah.
So you're moving through the marsh. Your feet are getting soaked. It's pretty cold as well. The elevation here is pretty high and is really, really early, late in the night or early in the morning, whatever, pick your poison. The sun has yet to come up, and you're just wading through this marshy area going by moonlight, literally trying to find your way with these people behind you, almost a looming presence that is sort of weighing on you. Give me another mental check to see if you can keep your trail. You can actually see that they've moved out of the marsh area, and at this point you're sort of at the banks of the river. It's not a very wide one. You could probably just call it a stream. It's about 10 feet across and lazily moving down to the south. And you're just sort of looking across and examining the area, and you don't see anyone yet, but they must have come this way. So you're either going to have to cross the river and try to pick up their tracks there, or move up or down the river. What are you thinking?
I think in this first moments here, he actually just kind of stops and, like, holds his hand up for the guys following him to stop, and just kind of closes his eyes and is, like, listening. It's like, we've tracked him this far. we know they got to this point. So now he's just listening. Like, is there anything that
You hear the
sounds
river
off? Are
just
they making movement? That's
streaming
all I can
down
hear.
by. You can hear the breeze moving through the grasses rustling against each other. Everyone is still, but you can hear the breathing of your companions and your own heartbeat. And then you give me a mental check.
Could I argue for a spiritual check?
For what?
I would think that like in this, like
You
he's
can
a
use
little lost.
magic. I mean, you're a
Yeah.
cleric.
Well, I was trying to say like but we would kind of talked about like that magic is kind of what I want it to be. So I'm trying to figure out like what would that look like.
So you can
like, is
tap
there-
into the environment. You're a cleric, so you're pulling it from nature. So
Right.
your power. You may anthropomorphize it in your culture, but the realities of it is it comes from Kirdvonic itself. So you can tap in and shoot your senses out in this sort of arc all around you and try to pick up on stuff. So give me a spiritual check.
Yeah, he grabs his holy symbol. He starts to kind of mutter what he would consider a prayer to himself,
Mhm.
and like puts his hand on a tree.
All right. I'm going to give you a 1 penalty for the effort of the spell itself. Go ahead and take 1 trauma for having cast it. So 16. You're reaching out and you can hear frogs. What was the sound? What's the word that we use for the sound?
Riveting?
Whatever. That sounds weird.
Croaking.
Croaking, that's a good one. So you can hear the sound of the frogs croaking. You can hear the wings of insects and little water bugs skittering across the surface of the river. And you get a deeper sense into the ground, and you can hear prairie dogs and gophers burrowing under the ground. You can hear the sonar of bats overhead as they're flying through the night. And then you hear the splash on the northeastern side of you on the other side of the river as people move out across it.
I think he kind of snaps out of this quickly, points and says that way, and starts
You
making
guys
a
get
path
into the
toward
river and just start wading across to give me a physical check. You slip a little bit, but you
Yeah.
get your bearing and you're moving across to the other side. You get there and you can actually see them through the light of the moon moving low, hunkered down across the plains into another set of grass. It doesn't seem like your companions have noticed them yet.
Can I clock have the ones that are hiding from me, have they noticed that we're on their trail?
Those are the 2 of them that have moved in front of you,
The 2
away from you.
slaves.
The
Yeah.
slaves, they have not yet noticed you.
I think he tries to fall back just a little bit to the 2 guards. He's like, are we sure we have to kill them? I mean, there's strength in numbers. You can turn a profit from them. Like there's I don't think you have to kill them. Can't you?
Have you failed in tracking
Spare
them?
them? No.
Then move on.
I am just pleading for mercy on their behalf.
Have you found them?
Yes.
Where are they?
I will point like generally in the direction, not like exactly where they're up that way. I can take you to them, but I want them to have a chance to plead their case to Fire Fist.
They are slaves. They don't have rights. They don't plead. They die or work. That is their role. Move aside! And they push you aside as they run off into the area and they stop. They quickly pick up the soggy footprint walking out of the marsh. And in the brush, when they disappear into the grasses, you can hear sort of screaming and immediately silence as they start dragging unconscious bodies out. And he looks at you. I do not believe you deserve the right to go into the Fuelverum. You are weak. Do you not have slaves where you come from?
Do you not believe in justice? Fair
This is justice. They are our property. You need to understand the rights of slave owners.
If they were your dog and your dog ran away because they were hungry or scared, would you kill the dog? Or would
Slaves
you
are
bring it
lower than
home?
dogs.
If you say so.
He's like, We will let the chief decide on whether you deserve the right. They start moving back. They're motioning for you to come with them as they drag and lift up the 2 slaves across the river. There's only 3 of them, so 2 of them are holding one of them. The other one needs you to help with the second slave, or it's going to be like in the water as you're moving across the river.
Yeah, I think he'll help because Trebor's trying to find a middle path here, and so yeah, he'll help get him across and make sure that
Okay.
they get back.
It takes about 45 minutes to an hour before you get back to the horses and get back to the slave pens, and the 2 unconscious bodies are sort of held down by 2 of the warriors as they go and wake up Fire Fist and bring him over, and he looks down at them and he looks at you. You helped track them.
I did.
Now you help punish them.
Why must they be punished?
This is our way.
I don't know if it's the right way.
Do you refuse?
I seek balance.
Here is your balance. If I do it, I will slit their throats. If you do it, you will whip them 15 times each.
And if they survive the whipping?
He looks at your arms. They will survive.
And they'll be put back with the others?
Yes, you will have meted out punishment.
And he just holds his hand out for a whip?
Oh, shit. Look at you. All right. They hand you the whip. We don't have to roleplay the the lashing because that's pretty brutal.
How dark do you want to go, Adam?
How dark can we go on this channel? All right, so
we don't
you
wanna
meter
get
out the punishment, and they are screaming, and it is bloody and flayed skin and everything. It's gross. In the distance, Tree and Aelyn, as you wake up Itish, you start to hear screaming coming from the center of the village space.
I run towards it.
You run towards.
I'm gonna run after Tree and try to get her to.
I think Trebor and Tree are about to break up.
Itish, you're awake. You're pretty sure you just peed your pants, but you're not sure how.
I don't have clothes on.
You soiled the ground.
You're sleeping.
Why is
yeah, on a
everything
bedroll.
wet?
You hear the screaming, and then you hear footsteps running away from you. You look over and you see Aelyn and Tree running away from you toward the screaming.
I'm like, Tree, hold back.
Nope.
Slow down,
Tree
Tree.
ran an 11. Tree ran
I look to
11
my left
fast.
and I see
So
my hand in water.
What's that, Ish?
I look to my left and I see my hand in water.
Yeah. What is this vile sorcery?
you hear Tree laughing a little bit as he runs away.
Just a tiny cackle fading off in the distance.
So what do you do?
And then-
Do you go after
Hurry
him?
up.
I'm stand up and follow them.
Okay. So you all get to this place. It's literally where they hold the slaves. You see 2 slaves sort of strapped over these wooden boards, and Trebor is just whipping the shit out of them, brutally.
With a sad face. He doesn't look happy about this.
I think it's
Okay.
time we get into initiative order.
Oh, man.
I'm just telling you right now.
What are you going to try to do?
I think it's time for Jar of Ants.
Can you qualify that? What does that mean?
I think Robert remembers. I had said in the last game I had a jar of fire ants that I've been just carrying around.
You did
Um,
say that.
I'm gonna dump
we
them
talked about inventory.
on my friend.
You going to run up to Trebor and dump the fire ants on him?
Yeah, this is bad.
Okay.
This is fire ants bad.
Trebor, what is your physical stat?
Big old 2.
3.
Show off. Jeez.
Me?
No. Well, yeah, you too. Okay.
No.
He's got tears coming down, and she's like,
He's like, I hate this. I hate this. Oh my god.
That's really what
She
it's going
has
to be, because
tears,
he's not excited about doing this.
Yeah. So,
Although I
Aelyn-
think it's fair that we haven't been together long enough for them to probably know that he's been press ganged into this. Like, this was not. This was the lesser of two evils,
Tree
which
has
he will
tears
explain
going to
while
fire
treating
ants, too.
fire ant bites. Apparently,
can I try
think
to
about-
pull it away to maybe mitigate some of it?
what's your physical?
No, I rolled.
Aelyn?
I ran
Hold on,
a
hold on.
lot.
While she's frozen, Aelyn, what's your physical score? What is it?
no. What's your score? Just your number, your physical number.
2.
Okay. So Tree goes first. Sorry.
Okay.
That's the way math works. I have learned.
We're learning math in this game.
So Tree, you just charge forward, massive sprint, reach into your pack, fumbling for the jar of fire ants. You're like, yes, finally! Unscrew it and you just as Trebor's just whipping. Trebor, you feel like this sort of pitter patter across your back.
That's what happens when you whip slaves in front of a tree. You get fire ants. I'm sorry. It's the consequences of your own.
You
Aren't
take
we
one
from
physical
a place
from-
where slaves are like a normal deal. Like
We got
it would be
bullied
the
a lot in school.
least normal for.
So
For
Trebor, take
Trebor.
one physical from fire ants bites
Yep.
as they're just like stinging you all over your back and arms. And the tribal warriors are laughing their asses off, just like leaning back. You see the two slaves just like slump down at, after you sort of stopped whipping them. And Fire Fist walks toward you. Aelyn, you run up and like grab the remaining jar of whatever's left that hasn't been dumped out. Pulling her back, and Fire Fist just sort of chuckles a little bit. What is happening here? Tree, what, you carry ants in container?
Sometimes I need them. If I'm really lucky, they'll go back in, but only if I ask really nicely. Tree has what are they called? Major convictions and morals against this. So I was gonna let you be chill. I was gonna eat the ones you already killed, but you doing this in front of me? Can't have that happen.
You would rather eat the slaves than beat them?
They were already dead. I wasn't gonna look that horse in the mouth, and then you brought me the horse's whole head.
It's making an offer you couldn't refuse. All right, so Trebor, they take the whip out of your hand, laughing as you're like,
Oh no, I
freaking
dropped
out.
it. I dropped it a long time ago, and like this is like every cartoon ever where you like see Trebor in the background. Ah!
Right, running around. Get it off! Get it off!
Yeah, that's 100% what's happening right now.
All right, Itish, while all this is happening, what are you doing?
I'm just going to be dying laughing, watching the wild scene.
Yeah.
Just Trebor screaming, swatting his arms, his back, his shoulders, screaming, "Get them off!"
Some of the slaves are even like stifling a giggle. Like
Hey, if my entertainment isn't enough to get me access into this Feywild realm, like I don't know what is.
After you settle down and the entire scene is sort of coming to a conclusion, the slaves are being tended to by Drown in Tears. Their backs, there's like this mud poultice that's being applied, and they seem to be completely exhausted and just sort of passed out from the pain.
The shit tree?
What?
What the shit?
What? Me? What the shit? You? What the shit? What is shit?
It was either I whip them or they kill them and eat them. And then you throw fire ants on me?
You should have killed and eaten yourself then. As
I should never have left the monastery.
no.
I think he sits on the ground, like, dejected at this point. Like, this has been a hell of a night, and Trebor is not entirely sure what's happening now. Everyone
Aelyn
else
and I
got a
whole
fun
bunch of
wrestling
drugs.
match. They got to do drugs. Trebor had to whip people and then was bit by fire ants. What kind of horse shit is this?
You made a moral
went people.
decision.
I know.
A number of them across the way, which I thought was a wonderful thing.
To be rewarded with fire ants. Yeah, I appreciate that.
That was not me. I had no part in
He
that.
also made a moral decision.
Okay, so Firefist walks up and slaps you on the back, Trebor. He's like, anyone
Don't do that,
who can
please.
find captured slaves and make the other slaves laugh while you whip them deserves an opportunity to go in Fjorverum.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
You guys get like a live feed of our adventure. You're gonna laugh at him about like what?
Like, we will provision you for your journey. It will take you a week to get to the edge of the Fjorverum. Once you are there, may the gods have mercy on you, and may you find the center and destroy what is poisoning our wildlands.
Can I take some of those drugs you gave us? No joke. Can I take some? Like with us on our journey? Will you put it in my provisions?
John in tears looks up and back as he's applying the poultice. He's like, do you not know the way to find them yourself?
Yeah, I just don't want to go look.
Scavenging is my least favorite part of tabletop.
You have it. You already have them.
He motions for one of his assistants, and this young boy runs off, and he'll eventually run back with a small little eighth for you. Only Trebor knows what an eighth is. Math reference.
How
All
do
right,
you
so
spell that?
you guys are being provisioned. Tree and Aelyn, you have not slept at all. In fact, you just had a drug-induced hallucination that lasted hours, and so you're exhausted. Trebor, you were woken up in the middle of the night. You're pretty exhausted from the fire ants, the
From so
hunting
many
of
things.
slaves.
From-
Itish, you're all right. You slept pretty well.
Yay.
Can we take a rest?
Nap time.
before?
Do you guys want to rack out for a few hours before you start traveling?
I would like to.
Yeah, I'm also going to go ask, watching Drowns in Tears, applying this mud poultice. He's like, does that work for fire ants too?
He's like, no, we use horse urine for that.
Oh.
Tree knew that.
Do you have any horse urine? Oh my god, I never thought I'd ask that question.
Sorry, you have to forge that yourself.
Would you
Gotta
like to
make a
take it
roleplay.
from the tap? Or would you like us to collect it first?
I don't know, man. Just whatever works.
Fresh
they-
is best.
they take care of your ant bites.
Yeah.
We don't have to go into detail. Doesn't smell
Please
great. So you guys are able to sleep for a while. You get one of your... if you rest for a full day in DL6 game system, you regain 1 point of trauma in each of your abilities. So go ahead and mark one back, or just reduce it by 1 if you have trauma. And then after you've finished resting, again, Tree, I just want to impress that you guys are being welcomed into this tribe in a very unusual way. You
Yeah, it's
are
freaking
not
me
trusting at all of any of this. You should sort of be on edge. And now they're sending you into their wildlands, and you know that all of your people disappeared from your wildlands doing the exact same thing. Are you just walking into oblivion as well at this point? That thought should be crossing your mind.
Hey guys, so when somebody does something bad and they go to jail for a while, and then if it's really bad,
Like throwing
they
fire ants on their best friend? Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with the concept. Go ahead.
okay,
Best friend.
well,
Wow.
worse than that. They would, sometimes go to what is that? the gallows. Gallows? They hanged? Yeah.
Yep.
And what is it? Right beforehand, they would get like their favorite foods and like say like words to some guy. I'm kind
You're
of
talking
worried that
about
we're being
like the final wishes of a dying man kind of a thing.
Yeah, I'm a little worried this feels like that. You know? Do you know what I mean?
How does this feel like that? I don't understand.
I just feel like they're treating us real good for people who are slavers who whip people and try people's might based off of that.
So, storyteller, above game question. What does Trebor know? Like we've kind of established, he's from Bressus. He, is
Yeah, you've spent your life
in an order that
devoted to
reads
your
books and does things.
yeah.
So yeah, what would I know
The reality
about?
of the individual tribes of Caelia would be a bit beyond you. You've studied, you're a cleric, so all of your life you have been studying the mystery of life, of the universe, of existence, so, the big questions, where we come from, stuff like that. So the minutia of intertribal behaviors in a nation that you're not even a part of never came up.
Okay, so yeah, So no, it doesn't make any sense. No one does this stuff in Bressus Tree.
Okay, well, nobody does math where I live, and that doesn't make it any less real, does it?
Okay,
And if the
no,
numbers
math is
stopped
very
working
real
and
and it's
gravity
very
turned
important.
off, I would be like, "Ooh, nobody cares. Nobody knows about gravity where I live. It must not be real." And I'll start floating or whatever.
How
feel
do
like
you
It's
even
real.
know
Aelyn,
If
the
something
word
bad
gravity?
is gonna happen. Aelyn
That's
told
like
me
a
about
$5
gravity.
word. How do you even know what that? Never mind.
$5.
Itish, you're from. I mean, not the city. You're from. I mean, I know you're not from here, but
I'm from
as a Locaston, like, does this? What do you know anything about this? Is what Tree is saying make any sense?
Typically, we give prisoners when they're on the death sentence a last wish. So I do understand where Tree's coming from, but
Hey, why don't we go ask for something ridiculous?
it's probably not going to happen, darling.
Why don't
Okay.
we go
maybe
ask
we'll
for
let
Well, hold
you.
something?
on. No, what would be considered ridiculous?
Trebor,
Because again,
go,
like a nice bed to sleep in would have been normal for me. So what is ridiculous here?
Trebor, go ask to sleep with the wives of every woman in, or yeah,
Nope.
ask to sleep
Nope.
with everybody. Ask, what can
Nope.
we ask for?
There's
Ask
no
for,
That's
man
if
who
that's
wants to
how
play
you
hostage.
end up at the gallows. We're not
yeah,
doing that.
we need to ask
It's a
for
weird last
something.
request. I would like to sleep with everyone, please.
Not not at the gallows. That's how you end up on trial to go to the gallows. It's like how'd you get here? Well, I slept with literally everyone and they put me here.
Tree's coming up
Listen,
with a lot of the ideas, and they're one dumb,
my
okay?
mom said that my dad kind of slept with a lot of women, and I don't know why, but no, I did. It's not who I want to be. So no,
You
somebody
need
else
to
go make a
test
weird
this.
request.
You need to test this.
Somebody else go make a weird request. I already
I don't
got bit by a
understand
Spoiler,
what's
fire ant
happening
today.
right
ask for a
now.
lot of money.
We can't
You
use
guys
the
don't even
money where
have
we're
money.
going. I'll think
Trade.
of something. You guys,
Aelyn's from Bressus like you are, Trebor.
I know.
Okay.
I feel like Aelyn wouldn't be that surprised that this is. They said that this is supposed to be challenging, so for them to think that we might not survive this, I think view it as they're appreciative of this and they
You
don't
know
have a
that
lot of hope, but they're hoping.
Yeah.
that brings up an interesting. I'm gonna choose that was in character, and so
Oh,
I
sorry.
think Aelyn. That's a no. I think it's an interesting question. So I think at some point he'll let's go ask why they don't do it. Why did we have to come? They have
Well, probably because they
lots
don't
of
want to
warriors.
end
We
up
had to
like
be
our
tested to
people.
see if we were even worthy. Why us? And so I think on that, like Trebor, like this is now, we're not asking to sleep with everyone, but Trebor's like, nope, yeah, let's go ask some questions. So I think he's gonna try to make his way back to wherever Firefist would be,
Okay.
as we're resting and
Yeah.
making preparations and things.
You see him resting and just being taken care of by his wife and some of the slaves.
Firefist, can I speak to you for a moment? Is this a
Sit
good
down.
time? Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, he'll sit down. I was wondering, why us?
This
You have a whole tribe of warriors, presumably more capable than us. We all had to pass tests to be proven worthy. Why us? Why can't your own people take care of this?
This is a very good question. There's a prophecy that Drowning Tears told me about. That people would come from across the range, and they would be the ones to bring balance back to the Fuaverum. We needed to test that you were those people, and according to him, you are.
Okay, I get the prophecy thing. That makes sense. My friends are concerned that you're treating us more like a sacrifice.
Is life not
They
the
said
great
that
sacrifice? From the moment
maybe.
we are pushed out of our mother, we are on a slow march towards death. Everything we do between that moment and the end is a choice we make in life. What type of mark will we leave behind? What actions will we take that ripple through life? We have sent warriors into the Fuaverum, and none have returned. It is only after the vast majority of our tribe has failed that we reached out to others. And that is when Drown with Tears told me of this prophecy. I believe that you can end this, and I believe it is because of your weakness that gives you strength. You chose not to murder when they deserved it. Perhaps that is why we failed. Your wisdom might be what is required to succeed.
How will you know if we succeed? Is there something that we need to bring back? Is there something that we need to take with us and bring back?
The wildlands will stop growing, spreading.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
If you return to us successfully, we will reward you.
Okay. What does that mean for? Things are very different where I'm from. What does that mean here? I don't understand.
You can choose to be sacrificed to our horse gods, or we could grant you artifacts of great power.
Okay.
Both are great honors of the Kahutehe tribe.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. And he'll get up and head back out to leave.
Okay.
If he doesn't get stopped, like Trebor may not have been the best person to have this conversation, but he was like, "No, I have ideas." So he'll go back to the rest of the party and be like, "So I spoke with Firefist. He said that they have sent many warriors into the wildlands, and none of them have come back. He said that Drown in Tears had a vision or received a prophecy that there would be others from outside who would go and could fix things. He says if we
Convenient
make
prophecy.
it what?
It's a convenient prophecy.
Well, he said that's why we
Sorry.
were tested. and that Drown in Tears believes that we're the right people from the prophecy. And then he said if we are successful when we come back, we can choose to be sacrificed to the horse gods, which is a great honor, apparently. Or be rewarded with artifacts, which is also a great honor. I lean into artifacts, personally.
Okay, well then why are they acting so weird? Maybe the poison got them and it makes everything topsy-turvy, so it makes pretty things gross and gross things pretty.
So Trebor,
I don't know.
Itish, and Aelyn, you don't understand what she means by acting weird because you don't know what she knows about this tribe. So all you know is that she says they're acting weird, but they seem, as far as like a foreign tribal culture, to be pretty nice to you,
Yeah, and I think in Trebor's head, after having this conversation with Firefist, he's like, no, like, they needed outside help. We're the outside help. Of course they're going to take care of us. Like, so I think in Trebor's head, he's like, no, this is on the up and up.
I impress this upon
Tree,
you
if
guys.
if you don't like it, I don't mean, maybe you understand these people better than I do. Maybe you could ask Drown in Tears about this prophecy, because it seems like, I don't know. I mean, Aelyn, back me up here. This is kind of straightforward. Like, if we were back in Bressus and someone had a job that needed to be done and they hire you and you get paid afterwards, like,
Problem. We're not in Bressus. We're living amongst cannibals and you guys are fitting in. That's so weird. Why don't you get that?
have you never been
Tree's
on
losing it.
vacation, like, anywhere?
I went to Peru once. I'm pretty sure I ate long pig.
Tree
I
died.
lived in Peru
So-
for like a year. I ate a lot of guinea pig. That is very popular down there.
Poor
So
goat.
Aelyn will ask
Oh.
Tree what she thinks. In what ways does she think they're acting so different? Mainly, she's just thinking that Tree's getting really upset and maybe talking it out might calm her down a little. That's her
Nice.
thinking,
Everyone
but
is too nice. Everyone is too nice. These are barbaric, cannibal-y people. And you're not. Everyone is so nice. Well, it's not normal. The earth is turning black. The cannibals are treating us nicely. What is going on?
Have we seen the Earth turn black?
You have not. No. You have
What
no
do you
idea
mean the
what you're
Earth
talking
is
about.
turning black? Like, this is a very nice green, like lush, like it's cold.
Like-
But no, like people could you could build a vacation home up here. Like, this doesn't look that bad.
Tree wants to do a and I don't know if this is even possible. And since this is the second time anyone has ever played this game, I'm going to see if we can do like a mind meld. I want to touch
A Vulcan mind meld?
his tent and do a Vulcan mind meld and show him what I saw and just try to impart everything that I
Oh,
can. All
wow.
of Tree's
Okay. So I'm
concerns.
gonna give you a 2 for the spell. So yeah, subtract 2 from your spiritual roll, and I'll tell you if you get over the DC.
$13.
And a natural 6 for your spiritual. So you move towards Trebor, and Trebor, the last time she moved towards you, it was with fire ants. So you're a little bit like stepping back maybe, or a little cautious or something. But she
What are we
sort of
doing,
like grabs
Tree?
your hand, and then she puts
Tree?
one hand on the side of your head and then puts the other hand, and she sort of closes her eyes. And describe, Tree, what the magical process is that you do this.
So it would be on the outside looking at it.
Yeah.
Like nothing is happening. But inside our heads, you just feel heat and lightning and all of this feeding in all of the images that Tree knows of this tribe from past, and seeing what they've done to other tribes in the area, and the raids, and the normal versus now, and then it cuts to the land and what that looked like, and then the now, which is all poison and black, and you just get fear and concern and heat from my hands to your head down to your whole body.
So these flashes
So just like
sort
a
of
huge
hit you.
info dump.
and you're just overwhelmed. Give me a spiritual check, Trebor. You just drop down to your knees. You're just like, stop, just begging her to stop this flood of painful information. You've never experienced anything like this
I
before.
pull back.
So
I think you see Trebor like crying, like on his knees at this point, like crying, and he's just like, I don't understand. I don't, and like I think the next couple of minutes, whatever he says makes no sense. It's just kind of gibberish as he is like overwhelmed by this flood of
Happens a
information
lot.
and feeling, and yeah.
So you're seeing like this spiritual woman that Tree has inhabited. You're seeing raids of the Kahutehe tribe, decimating other Caelia tribes, running them down, murdering children, bashing their heads on rocks, enslaving women and men, consuming their flesh in feasts. They do not act in these visions that in the way that you have been welcomed in. Something is very, very different. And then you're starting to get these sort of residual floods. I don't even think Tree intended to give, but these images of her community and the wildlands surrounding Moonrue, where she comes from, and the swamp lands that she sort of dwelt in her youth, and her loving parents just literally vanishing and being ripped away, and the wildlands that she existed nearby completely overtaking all of her lands and their people disappearing as well. And her just being alone and isolated and crying. They sort of bleed through of visions of information, of intimate knowledge that you might not have intended to be receiving is suddenly just sort of hitting you as well.
Yeah, like I said, I think for the next few minutes, he's just kind of trying to process everything. He pulls out his notebook. He starts writing, trying to process and understand. And
Itish and
like
Aelyn, you see Tree move up to Trebor and put his hands on him, and Trebor just drops down, and everything that he's describing that he's doing is happening, and you guys are just watching. What are you thinking? What are you saying?
Is this Don? Is this the magic stuff that y'all do?
Yeah.
She speaks in vowels.
just grunts.
I had to show him. He wouldn't believe me, so I showed him.
I'm gonna try to comfort Trebor, like rub his back and just try to calm,
Pat him
like
on the head.
Trebor is our couple name.
Trebor is our couple name.
Did I get the wrong?
Trebor, but yeah, Trebor. No, it's
okay.
Yeah. So he's writing, and at some point you see he like stops, like mid. He's like, "Oh God, what did I eat last night?" Like, and that realization is because like I think he was like trying to like deny it up until like now he can't now. Like it's like it's like maybe it was, but now he knows, and it's like so yeah. It takes a few minutes, and I still think he's probably sort of useless for the next probably like half hour. Like he can be prompted and moved and like, hey, we're walking, but like he's trying to take on a lot all of a sudden.
So as you're sort of trying to deal with this trauma that you're experiencing, the tribe brings forward 4 horses with saddlebags filled with provisions, and they offer the horses to you as conveyance to get to the Few of Arum.
Thank you.
You see Drown in
Will you
Tears
put my friend
and
on his
Fire
horse?
Fist, and some of the other notable warriors moving up to send you off and to thank you for your great sacrifice and wish you the best of luck.
Trebor, please snap out of it.
He'll kind of Trebor is like still not quite right. Like he'll they're like, horse, get on the horse. Yeah, okay, on the horse, and like he's like going through the motions, but clearly not in the moment. Like he's will do things as he's prompted, and they're like,
Mhm.
"Bye, good luck, bye, good luck." Just kind of parroting what everyone else is saying. I think it's probably going to take him a minute because, like, I feel like this was like a massive info dump, and there was no way to filter it or stream it. It was just all at once, and like it is going to take him a minute to just
Mhm.
figure it out. At some point, he'll snap out of it, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a minute.
I would just like to say, Aaron, hold your tongue. How dare you even suggest such a thing?
Are we saying naughty
is that?
things in chat?
All right, so
Okay.
you guys are sort of sent off with a ritual. There's incense being burned, and people are chanting and drowning in tears as waving sticks of reeds and, just sort of wishing you farewell and thank you for your sacrifice. And you go off. You start your journey. As you start heading
Were
towards
we
the field.
told like which direction to go? We know where
Yeah.
we're supposedly headed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're slowly moving, getting closer and closer to what you're told is the edge of this wildlands, you're all starting to remember, and it's starting to sort of flood in your heads. You're not supposed to go to the wildlands. No one is supposed to. That's where like the realm of the dead and the living commingles. It is this sort of forbidden realm that changes and shifts its location at a whim. Like it's not even like finite borders until this weird occurrence started happening. Moonru, you know that your entire tribe disappeared in your own wildlands. Like the fact that you're willingly walking toward this, you're getting a sense of walking into your own doom. Like you're ending your own lives on this foolish errand. The closer you get, the more rational thought is starting to overwhelm your desire to be adventurous or find your missing loved ones. Whatever the reason that drew you here in the first place on this adventure, you're starting to question whether you should. So can I get a mental check from everyone?
I'm pretty
All right.
sure Itish doesn't really know much, if anything at all, about the wildland.
Well, every realm has their own. It is something that you're always just told to stay away from. Sort of like children's fairy
Okay.
tales of like that's where the monsters live, or that's where women lure
Don't go
you
to the
into the
forest.
trees themselves, and then you become part of the tree, and like it's just a very sort of strange place. That's you don't go there or you'll be kidnapped, type of thing.
Okay, never mind.
As you get closer and closer, again, you're able to justify for your own reasons for doing this, but the sense is getting stronger. And Aelyn and Tree, having seen that vision of this entity, as you get closer, it's starting to like sort of flash in your mind that feminine presence that is poisoning the land and getting more powerful and almost seductively drawing you nearer. You've been inside of this thing before, and now you're starting to feel like your sensibility is waning, and your desire to once again be united with this entity is starting to draw you in. The being aware of that is kind of terrifying because you're almost losing sense of your own desire because it's pulling you, like you
I would like to tell Trebor my fear of this,
go.
just so I feel like somebody
I was
else is
also gonna
aware and
yell it
observing.
out. Yeah.
So how do you go ahead and roleplay it? How do you say it? You guys are traveling for a
please.
week.
Tree is overwhelmed with a sense to go find a dark woman and become part of her evil. Anyone else get that sometime?
The feeling is becoming stronger and stronger.
Yeah. So it's
Feel
normal?
like it's starting to kind of take control, and this is concerning.
Oh, okay. So it's not normal.
Not my normal.
You see the wildlands in the distance, and what at one time may have been a beautiful, lush forest is now twisted and the leaves have all dropped. Everything is just sharp and edged with a tinge of terror as you almost think you see shadows drifting between the dense trees of this forest. And it's almost as if you've stopped moving, but it is slowly creeping in on you, getting closer and closer.
So it's a spirit Halloween store. I got it. That's all you had to say.
And that is where we're going to take our first break. Well, our only break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all so much for tuning in. See you in a minute. And off we go. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in live. We appreciate you. And if you're watching this after the fact, hi. Thanks. All right. So, you guys are traveling toward the Fuaverum, this wildlands that is poisoned and spreading. The Kahutehe tribe has approved of your attempt at going in and stopping this. Tree and Aelyn have sensed some sort of cosmic entity, even given it a name in your vision. And now you're going to try to locate it and purify it if you can, as you are at the boundary of the wildlands and Kahutehe tribal regions. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Again, we'll
I
get rid
feel
of it
terrible
again.
because I had you guys muted during your whole little monologue there.
Are
you
you
serious?
freaking
I'm
kidding
sorry.
me?
That is
I don't know
100%
if I
my
can
fault,
repeat
audience.
Holy cow.
And take 2.
Holy shit. Okay, let's try this again because wow.
Sorry, people.
Jeez. Okay, so this starts.
Wow.
Wow.
Shit. Wherever were we? Okay.
So you
threw me
rode
off.
up to Tree with your head
I
down.
rode up the tree.
How about this? Tree
had-
wasn't listening.
There we
That's
go.
what
She's all,
happened.
what?
So yeah. So after
What?
Takes
after,
earbuds out.
What? I didn't hear you. What? Yeah. So Trebor had been, after getting his vision from Tree, had spent the rest of that day probably quiet, and was quieter than normal the next couple of days as he's trying to process all this stuff, taking notes when he can and those things. And after a couple of days, after Aelyn and Tree have expressed their concerns about this entity pulling us into the woods and into the wildland and everything, Trebor will ride up next to Tree and kind of, between everyone, and with his head kind of hanging down, is just like, Tree, I have
Yeah.
to apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't understand. Where I come from, life is so much different than it is here. It's not the same. And after you gave me that vision, I don't know if I fully understand, but I think I'm starting to. Things make more sense. And I think you're right. I think that we are not prisoners, but maybe a sacrifice from the Cahutehe tribe to cleanse this place, to make it better. And if the survival of this place, if survival of the world hangs in that balance and our sacrifice has to be made, then I think I'm okay with that.
You said you didn't understand fully. We can do it again if it helps.
I
Like, we
don't
don't
want
have
to do it
to.
again.
Oh,
It's taken me
okay.
3 days to say words. So I'm good if we don't do that again. It is not awesome.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I appreciate what it is. No one from where I come from Bressus, none of those things make sense. The life is lived so differently. This is all really odd. It's insane how brutal and animalistic it is, and maybe that's just how I see it, because that's not normal from where we come from. But if this is what has to happen so that the world continues, this is what happens so the world continues. I am okay if it means that us doing this brings balance and that everyone else gets to be okay.
I mean, I would want to come back and make sure that like we did it right and that it doesn't come back again. I also
I mean, I want to come
like
back
to live
too.
more.
I think we all do. I mean, I think Itish, I don't know, maybe are you guys married now? You and that guy that you fought, like, was that some sort of like, that almost felt like it was like marriage
Yeah.
rights at this point. I mean, I don't know, like she's got someone to come back to, definitely. But
Well,
Don,
Aelyn and I
I'm
stabbed her.
pretty sure we're not married. I'll fight him
okay,
again. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. But I'm pretty sure we're not married.
okay. Just I
Aelyn
don't,
and I
like I
stabbed
said, it's a
ourselves
different world.
to agree to give our lives to this place. So like I think we have to if
What
we
do you
need
mean
to.
you agreed
I don't
to
know if
give
that
your
was
life to this
binding.
place?
Something about like give your all. I don't know. Can't remember. We were really high, bro.
Aelyn, what is she talking about?
Bro.
Aelyn, what is Tree talking about? What, I don't.
Remember we went into the stars with the old guy and then we stabbed our arms and there was blood
Went
on
to
the
the
drugs and we went into the
stars?
ground and he said, "Yeah, bro."
You
He
guys
said
got to
what
go
again?
on a trip to the stars.
A
Itish got to
little
have a
trip.
sexually wrestling match, and I had to track slaves, beat them against my will, and then take a bath in fire ants.
Did you get your arm
It does
stabbed?
seem like yours was a little
Do you
worse
remember
than
when I said
ours.
this would be a great vacation spot? I take that back. It is no.
Well, you probably shouldn't have put your highest score into the mental attribute. You could have come to drugs with us.
Hey Trebor,
Mental is not my highest attribute.
does Trebor have any insignia from the organization that he's a part of?
Yeah, I would say that it's what would be the equivalent of like for the ease of other TTRPG vernacular, like a holy symbol. That's probably on a cord he wears around his neck. I would say that a lot of the time, like especially like when we got drug into the Cahutehe tribe and this kind of things, like he tries to keep it like tucked in his shirt.
Mhm.
But I think at this point he's probably comfortable enough with these guys that it's out. Not all the
Okay.
time, but like if it falls out, he doesn't mind at this point.
And you were part of the Talon Claw?
Is that how we decided it was said? I had it in my notes here. No, not the. It was the Geon order.
Oh, okay.
Because we decided that made more sense for what he had done in the last session, out of the two
Gotcha.
options that I
Yeah.
had there. So yeah.
Okay. Aelyn, can I get a mental check from you, please? Okay, you're having a hard time remembering the name that you were given in your vision. The vision itself is starting to fade from your memory.
Marinara.
Marinara.
Marinara is a
raining
red
men.
sauce. Marinara is a red sauce. It's
Marinara.
amazing on noodles. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't marinara.
Marinara.
You feel like you've heard the name before, but you can't really quite remember what it is at this point. But it's just been like rattling in your head ever since the vision. And there's so much was happening with everyone's little experiences that in the drug-induced haze, it just sort of like passed through your head. But now that you've spent a couple days traveling and you've been processing all of your experiences over the past, few days, it's like on the tip of your tongue and you feel like it's something important, but you can't quite figure it out. And you guys have the DireLands looming in front of you. Or the Wildlands.
Is there... Yeah, so at this point, I think we're, riding along, trying to just figure out, like... So, okay,
we're processing a lot.
I think everybody's kind of in a place where, like, there's a lot that's been going on, and I think...
It's a little
Trebor's
unfair
trying to
because
deal
this
with-
world is something that's brand new to everyone, and so it's
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to like
No.
push
Yeah, yeah.
information at you while
I think Trebor's also trying to like process like everything that he saw, and it's so wildly different from what little information that they would have in Bressus, even in books that they have that are talking specifically about like, the tribes in these other regions. Like, it's just like barbaric tribe, nomadic, slavers. Like it's like bullet point style, and so like to just get this like lore dump of like what these people truly are. Like he's still trying to kind of wrap his head around it. It's like that he's taking notes. He's like, if we get back, I'll have things that I can share. I will update so many books.
for sure.
There's gonna be so many abridgments.
I'm putting some
I'm
appendixes.
gonna be the next author.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
remember that black creature?
Marinara.
That is not a name.
It sounds
or a word.
close, but
Marinara.
Meerkat
I drew
Marinara.
a picture.
we've already told them
Marinara.
about that vision, right?
I'm just gonna call her the Wicked Witch of
Trebor
the
got a
South.
mental dump of it,
Okay.
but the name itself was not a part of that.
So
Tree
I've
and
seen
you
this-
two, yeah, you've seen the vision of it.
So, but just
The name's
for my own
close.
recognition, it was like a female form figure that's just black shadow, basically, that is like spreading out.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression you got. Yeah, like
Okay.
poisoning.
Wicked Witch of the South.
Yeah. Tree, can I get a mental check from you?
Tree. Mental. Oh
yeah,
boy.
for remembering. Yeah.
No.
You're like,
no.
oh, you got a natural one. Never mind. Nope.
Oh. Yeah, no. Just
Yeah.
because my score is also 1.
Yeah.
Tree's
It's on
dumb.
the tip of my tongue.
You're like, yeah, it was
I can say Marinara.
Merkin. I think it's Merkin.
Marscapone.
Merkin.
Malarkey.
I mean, okay, so
Mr.
aside from this
Malarkey.
lady, who is this Marinara lady that you can't remember her name? Is this the shadowy figure that you sent me?
Yeah. Yeah, she calls to me
Oh,
on a
she's
deep
scary.
cellular level that I can't describe nor
How
be
do you
able
know
to
what
ever
cells are? Like,
understand.
it just. How do you know what
Huh?
cells are?
What?
What?
Cells? What's that?
I love that. That's. I feel like that is the best part about Tree. Like, uses big words and then you like call her out. And she's like, what? I don't.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I don't. What
does that
so
mean?
What do you?
So
Go for
as you guys are like sort of banding back and forth about Trebor, can I get a mental check from you? Oh wow.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
Natural 3 6s in a row. Yeah. You're like Meninoc. Oh my
That's
gosh.
so cool.
Oh my gosh, that's the Witch
Wait, hold.
Queen.
Meninoc?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
literally
no,
the Witch
Yeah,
Queen that
Meninoc.
was overthrown a decade ago. Like that's the
I
name.
pull out. And if you're, as long as you're not going to get super mad at me for it, I pull out a book that says Meninoc the Witch Queen on it, and I start flipping through it, and like, yeah, I have I totally copy pasted it out of the setting stuff.
So there's not a whole lot of information about who and what she is, only
Right.
that she came from somewhere else. She probably across the land bridge that happened when Doce came close from the other moon. And she's this extra dimensional being that enslaved the entire world. And
For
she was
hundreds of
narrowly
years.
for like
Hundreds of years.
700 years. And she was narrowly defeated supposedly a decade ago by the Triumvirate in Bressus, the knightly orders, with the help of everyone unified against her. But if she was dead and killed a decade ago, why is her essence, her spirit, is she still alive, spreading through the wildlands? Like how is that happening if she's dead? Like none of this makes any sense. But suddenly it like comes flooding into your memory, Trebor, about that entire thing. And while every other culture has dealt with their, Tree has dealt with the disappearance of her people in Moonrue, and so she's probably not educated about the greater world at large. Aelyn is part of a different order that certainly knows about her, but couldn't get the name out of her mind of what it specifically is. And as soon as, okay, so you remember, but you haven't communicated anything to anyone else yet.
So yeah, so I pull this out and I start just kind of explaining all this. Like, so they called her the Witch Queen. They think she came from the moon. When the moon goes around and the bridges form between us and the Icelands, and she came and just she said that she was the Empress. She ruled the world. She outlawed magic, especially in men, and everyone was kind of she for hundreds of years. How do you guys not know this? 700 years. She ruled with an iron fist, and
so Aelyn,
a decade ago,
you, of course, being a part of your organization, you know all about the Witch Queen, but you never made a connection with the name Meninoc being the Witch Queen. Now that he is actually voicing that connection, this is information that your group would love to know, that this is the name of the Witch Queen itself. And that any information that he's like sharing, you're definitely making a note of so that you can share it back with your organization when you get there.
It's just a little leaflet that he has that he pulled out that he grabbed from the hotel lobby. Have you heard the good word of Meninoc? Yeah, but no, wasn't she? I mean, she was Aelyn. You know this. You're all the people in Bressus. They banded together, and she was killed. She's been dead for 10 years.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Is this how is she? Tree, what do you mean this is the lady? There's no way this is what you're seeing.
Okay, then
It doesn't
if you
make
say
any
so,
sense.
there's no way.
Don't
Magic
touch
doesn't
my
always
face.
make
Don't touch my
sense.
face again. Don't touch my face again. I'll believe you. If you say it's true, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to doubt you. Don't do it.
I might when
That
you're
doesn't-
sleeping. That would be the most fun.
Oh,
Dreams.
I have had nothing but nightmares for 4 days. I don't need your help. Thank you.
So as you guys have been talking
you
and sort
scared
of like
again?
wrapping your head around all of this, you like stop and look around and realize that you're in the wildlands. Like you have been like either it moved past you or you moved past it throughout your conversations, but now you're sort of here. This overwhelming scent of decay sort of pervades your senses. You're hearing this sort of like slithering of creatures like over dry leaves, that sort of like crackly sound, all sort of around you. You're hearing like the hoot of owls, whispers through the trees as wind moves through. And you feel like you're
Yeah.
being watched, and it is just
It smell-
dark.
This is what it smelled like when I came back from my wilderness trial thing, and my whole town was gone. It smelled like this. It smelled bad. It smelled wrong.
Itish, can I get a mental check?
Absolutely.
The smell is not pleasant.
Itish, you're pretty sure you saw this like purple translucent form shoot out from behind one tree, behind another.
Get a Bugs Bunny behind that tree?
There's bugs here?
Jeez.
Or is it just
No more
like-
bugs.
Or is it just
the ants
arms
in your
sticking out on the
pockets.
sides?
You're not sure what you saw. It was just this amorphous blob.
Um,
I'm gonna
I don't
point
think
over
this
towards the
is
tree.
good.
I just saw
What?
something rush from that tree to that tree.
Trebor, can I
It's
get
kinda
a
like-
mental check?
It's kind of like a purple blob. I don't know. I'll get a
Should
good
we
look.
be riding faster and away from here?
It's the Hamburglar.
Yeah, almost as if something moved through the ground up and then disappeared back into the ground. You see this sort of purplish hue form move up and then disappear back into the ground, Trebor.
Trebor, his hand goes to, like, probably his mace, like almost out of instinct, like, oh no. What did you say that thing looked like, Itish?
Blob?
Purple blob.
Aelyn, can I get a mental check, please?
There's more purple blobs.
And I'm not really. in
Oh,
the mood to
natural
go
6.
Look over there.
Aelyn,
and-
you actually see something moving and sort of hanging and hovering in a tree up above you. As they're like looking around, you just sort of glance up, and the color of this purple entity just sort of like hovers through the sharp branches and looks down, and it looks almost like the form of like a massive snake, but like feathered with like wings. It's just like a snake body with massive wings, but it's like see-through, almost like it's like a ghost or a spirit or something.
Hey, Tree, did you see things when you smelled weird stuff, or did you just smell weird stuff? What are
No,
you
Tree
pointing at?
wasn't there when everything came, so that's why they lived.
Aelyn's all...
No,
Aelyn-
yeah, no. What am I looking
What?
at?
So
Do
you
see
all
If I
see
look up,
this
do I see it?
entity like looming above you. It's massive in size, almost as big as the horse, like looking down, and it looks like a feathered snake with wings hanging off of its side, but it's clearly not physical in form. It's like almost completely see-through, just sort of purplish, like up high in the canopy.
Hey, Tree, you made breakfast this morning. You didn't put any of that weird shit in there, did you?
Those mushrooms.
No,
You
not this
promised.
time.
You said you weren't gonna drug me without me knowing.
No, I didn't do it this time, and it wouldn't be in the breakfast.
What do you mean this time?
What? Nothing.
You hear this screech come from this entity as it swoops down in this curvature like shape and comes in to attack. Let's get some decisions. Trebor, what are you going to do?
If it comes close enough, Trebor's gonna, like, I think out of reaction, like, swing his mace at it.
All right, so that's physical. What's your physical?
Big old 2.
All right. How come that's not going away? And then let's see. This thing is going to. Add it, and it's using its.
I just realized I was
spiritual-
muted.
How long have you
I
been
shall-
talking? What are you going to do, Itish?
Muted for like
I
an
sh-
entire monologue that I had to recreate on the fly.
That was sad.
Itish,
It
what
was
are you going to do?
beautiful.
Yeah.
I cried.
As it comes down, I'm gonna shout, "Brace yourselves!" and I'm gonna start spinning up my flail. So right as soon as it gets into range, it's just extra momentum, thwack on the face.
All right. And what's your physical?
It is a 4.
Okay. And then Aelyn, what's your plan?
I'm gonna try to move away, and if it comes at me, try to dodge. But if
Okay.
it's faster than I can get away, then I will use my wand to try to like zap it. I don't want to. That would be a last resort. My main goal is to just avoid it if it comes to me. But
Okay. So I just need it. Like you can take it like dodge for your turn, or you can attack for your turn.
Dodge.
Okay. So that's your physical. What's your physical?
2.
And you are Aelyn is 2. And then Tree, what's your plan?
Tree is going to cast a Moss Net, which is again,
Ooh,
I had these.
interesting.
The only thing I've added so far is Mind Meld, which just casts like you guys have seen Old Man's Beard,
Yeah.
the moss.
Yeah.
Or I guess lichen, but whatever. And that it forms like a net, and it shoots from,
Cool.
it's like the web spell.
So it's
If you
intended
need
to contain the whatever
Yeah,
and like bring it out
or
of
at
the
least keep
air
it
or
away,
what?
or at least keep it away from us. Like go be over there in a
Oh,
net.
so
Your face is in a net.
meant to like wrap it and push it away?
Yeah, like
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do we'll do a 1 difficulty on that. So just when it's your turn, just subtract a 1 from your attempt. And then what's your spirit score?
total
Spiritual,
4.
yeah. 4. Okay. So it goes first. It's got a 7 on its spiritual.
Quick
Yeah.
point of clarification. Did we, during our several days of travel, would we have rested enough to get all of our traumas reduced?
You would have gotten 5 points back of trauma.
Okay, so I think that's enough. I don't think anybody even has a total of 5. So everybody should have a
No trauma.
no
Yeah,
trauma. Okay,
for sure.
just wanted to make sure before we roll into combat. So
No, I dig it. All right, so this spiritual coatl comes flying through the canopy, spiraling down toward you, and it's actually targeting Aelyn as it moves down. And Aelyn, you feel this presence in your mind that is telling you to run and get out. You do not belong here. So I need you to give me a spiritual check against its. It rolled a 16. So on your turn, you're going to have to, you were going to dodge anyway, but now you're just going to have to run, like charge your horse out of wherever the exit point of this wildlands is. You need to get out. You just have this overwhelming compulsion to leave. Tree is up next. So it's still above and beyond you guys physically. It's about, 15 feet above you at this point. What are you going to do, Tree? You said it was the net thing. So we're going to do a spiritual check. You roll yours. He's going to roll his to resist and just subtract 1 from your total. So it got a 21, a natural 6 on its spirit check.
Well, that's not gonna.
Wow!
Oh,
But with your minus
stupid.
1, you got a... Wait, why does it say Mossnet -1?
Because that's what you told me the difficulty was, and I didn't want to forget.
Oh. Well, it shouldn't affect it at all because if you hover over it, it didn't actually subtract the 1. So it would be 20. So in that particular case,
Yeah.
you manifest this massive net that shoots out, and this coatl sort of twists and spins and screeches as the old man's beard net passes by it and moves through. Or actually, it was probably like enraptured, like wraps right around it, and it bursts right through it. And the spell sort of fails. Itish, it's still up in the air, so it's not going to be able to be hit by your flail. What's your plan? Are you just going to hold or what?
Hold my action
Okay.
and wait for it to get within range.
Aelyn, you're running. I'm sorry to say, you have to just like, you turn your horse around, and honestly, you guys didn't realize when you crossed the boundary, and so you're not entirely sure which direction to go, and certainly with fear pervading your mind from this spell this creature cast on you, you're just like wheeling around and just like charging your horse through the, it's not super fast because it's not an open plains, but you're moving out of the way. And Trebor, what's your plan? What'd you say you're gonna do?
If I was gonna swing my mace at it, but like if it's not in range, he'll just hold until it gets close enough to hit it
Okay.
on this round.
So the only people that are gonna change would be Tree, since you already tried your spell and it went off. Itish is gonna delay. Trebor's delaying. Aelyn's running. Tree, what's your plan for this next round?
She's gonna utilize the bag of sand. The bag of sand. I'm gonna throw in his eyes.
Like physical?
Yep.
What's your physical
Equipment.
score?
3.
Okay. All right, so the Coatl is moving down. Itish, you are going to get a shot, and so is Trebor. So Itish is first. Basically, it's going to move down, and it's going to assault Tree. So Itish's flail, let me do a check on it. At 9, so your flail came through and smacked it. I'm going to do the 1 physical trauma to it. The flail seemed to pass right through the spiritual entity, and the purple shape of this being sort of like is disrupted by the physicality of the flail and sort of like drifts off as your flail moves through it. Trebor, you're going to get a shot as well as it moves past as it's charging towards Tree. It's a 9. Its physical is a 10. So you move your mace to smack into it, and it just like alters course instantly, and you swing your mace through straight air. Tree, this spiritual entity, invades your mind, telling you to flee. Give me a spiritual check. It got a 16.
Nerd.
16. You
16.
succeeded. Ties go to the heroes. So, and you got a natural 6. So you feel the fear run into, like, invade your mind, run down your spine, but you steel yourself against it. And you prepare, you grab your bag of sand, and you huck it. Give me a physical check. 14! Oh. The bag of sand actually like smacks into this spiritual field of the form of the creature and bursts apart, and for whatever insane reason hits it, and you see this spiritual creature drop down to the ground, just start almost as if it's crying out, just like screaming, and everyone's mind is filled with this feeling of pain and agony. And you all notice that, so initiative is over. You all notice that Aelyn is like charging away.
Oh, Aelyn, come back.
As this
it's afraid
creature
of
is screaming on the ground.
Itish, go get her. Go grab her horse.
Shut up. Shut up. Not you guys, the creature.
Itish, if you're going to try to collect the horse, give me a physical check.
Oh, no, that's a flail. Whoops. Ignore that.
Okay. So 11, you catch up and you grab it. And Aelyn, even though your horse is under control, you still feel this sense of getting out of there, like running and fleeing. So what do you do?
I'm gonna yell to him, we've got to flee, we got to run.
Turn around,
Run
look!
for our lives.
Darling,
What?
Darling, turn around, look at the creature.
And as you start to like calm down and turn around, you are now getting the pain that this thing is emanating out in its cries. And everyone is feeling it. It's not so much as like a verbal scream as it is like this tremor through your body of pain and ache.
So as this thing is like screaming and screeching out, I think Trebor would get off his horse and approach it because it's like it's on the ground, even though it's
Yeah.
like a spiritual
Yeah.
form, right? And he wants to do. I guess it would be something equivalent of like a commune with nature kind of a thing, kind of like what he did before. He wants to, like put his hand on the creature and try to understand it, and at the same time maybe calm it down.
Okay. So subtract 1 from your total and just roll your spiritual.
So one
Yeah.
spiritual.
And make
trauma.
sure when you guys are doing your spiritual checks that you're adding a trauma for each time you do.
Yeah, if I just add the trauma, it'll do the math for me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who plays TTRPGs to do math?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Nerds. That's who.
19.
19. Wow, 2 6s. So you put your hand over it, and you where there would be a physical form, you're just sort of like hitting this sort of mist, like sort of essence, and you're feeling the pain. And what is it you're trying to do?
I was trying to kind of understand like what its intents are and why it's here, and like try to calm it down, like trying to stop the screaming and being like, if it was a child, it'd be like, "Hey, bud, you're okay. What's going on?" Like trying to kind of does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
a parent like
Yeah.
calming their child and be like, "You're okay. Stop crying.
Yeah.
What's going on?" Like
So you're
that's
just getting
kinda the intent.
emotional bursts in response, and some of it is fear. Some of it is it's feeling a sense of pain, which is why it attacked. It's not in harmony, and so it reacted when outsiders entered because it's not in harmony. This is clearly a spirit. It only exists in our physical form realm because it's in the
Right.
wildlands, but it should be in a state of harmony with the cosmos, and it's not right now for whatever reason.
Do I get the sense with that roll that it is caused by this spreading black poison
That
that
would
is
be a fair
enveloping
assumption.
everything? So that is I get the sense that's what is like set this thing off.
Hmm.
Do I get the sense? Is there anything I can do for this creature in this moment?
I mean, it's suffering 2 spiritual trauma and 2 physical trauma. If you want to try to calm it, it would be a 3 difficulty.
Sure, we'll give that a try. Do I need to take another trauma and spiritual
Only
before
after
I do
you
that?
do it, but yeah.
Only after. Oh, okay. So we'll roll. Well, yeah. Still would kind of.
So
that's
you
what
do
we're
your
attempting to
best,
do.
but the pain you're feeling the pain too. Like the longer you remain connected to this, the more it hurts you in your mind. Not only the trauma that you just experienced trying to connect to it, but you don't like this at all. Like this, whatever reason the tribe had to send you here, now you're sensing an imbalance within the actual universe itself. And this poisonous behavior is the cause, whatever that is, Menonok, the Witch Queen or whatever. However, it's possible that she survived or some part of her or whatever it is. That's what's, at the core of this, and you can't solve this alone.
Yeah. So I pull my hand back and walk back towards the party and maybe kind of try to lead everybody where the screaming is not as loud if it's still going on.
It's
and
subsided a little bit.
It's subsided a little bit.
More like weeping at this point.
It's this blackness, this poison that we've seen. I guess Itish, this is the blackness that Tree and Aelyn told us about. This is whatever is poisoning the world, and Spirit is scared and hurt, and I think it attacked us only out of fear. Like, if I wasn't on board to fix this before, I am now. We have to find the source of this and stop it. This will spread and consume our world if we don't do something about it.
Trebor, dear, do you by any chance in your little handy dandy Menonok book know where Menonok died?
Would I know? Would I have any idea of where?
You know that Locaston is where the final stand took place.
Probably at the end of the book.
No, it was. Remember, it wasn't a book. It was just the leaflet that I got at the Holiday Inn Express last night. I think it happened in your home in Locaston. Not sure where. They said it was in Locaston. I think it was up in the... Well, I'd say where it's snowy, but isn't everything up there snowy and cold?
Yeah, a lot of Locaston is completely covered in just
Yeah.
glacier.
So just it was... They said in the glaciers of Locaston. I don't know specifically where. Somebody might.
Hmm.
Do
Yeah,
you not know? Is this not a
Itish-
tale told among your people?
Yeah, Itish, you're pretty aware that the Witch Queen's like center of power was in Vergnum, and the Gaulics, which are the remnant forces of her remnant forces, they are still rumored to like be like rebuilding in that area as well. Yeah, exactly. So like you don't know personally about the army because you left and you fled your area, but you know that that's like sort of the center of power that she was rumored to have been defeated in.
Okay.
Trebor, I have a question. How come every time I attack something, you try to heal it?
Huh.
Why is everyone here obsessed with killing stuff? Like, there is a middle ground
It
that
didn't
isn't killing
die.
everything.
It's
I
ghost.
didn't heal it, so I guess we're even? I went
Wait.
over to ask it a question. I don't know how you ask questions of spirits, but they usually don't respond with mouthy stuff. So
Did you touch it? Incorporeal or not?
I put my hand on it the same way I would put my hand on your shoulder, and I reach out, put my hand on Tree's shoulder. If I was trying to calm you down, yeah. How does it feel? What if I would have had fire ants in that hand? You know what? This conversation is moving it into an unproductive place.
You are never gonna get over that, are you?
I have scars. Look at this.
And I still haven't healed.
This hasn't healed at all. And
Are
there
we
was a
I had a
lot of
horse
horse
pee on me.
There was a lot of horse
Yeah.
pee.
Yeah, it probably doesn't work most of the time. Anyway, so did
Are-
that thing actually die over there or no?
I think it's still
Sort of
Can't we all
writhing
feel its
around.
pain?
Have
Yeah,
we tried to kiss it better? Like kindness? I'm not kidding. I'm not
Okay.
kidding. It's all
Mwah,
evil
mwah,
and it's
mwah.
out of balance. We might need to give it kindness.
Kill it with
how
kisses.
Tree's stupid.
Trebor kisses?
Tree
I'm
goes and
pretty
gives it
sure
a
that
hug.
doesn't. That's just
It
an
might
old wives'
scream
tale
louder.
that
Get
the nuns
ready.
at the monastery tell the kids, "I'll kiss it better." It doesn't work.
Kiss it
Tree, you go
better.
to
That's what
wrap your
Dad
arms
said.
around it, and not only do your arms go like straight through it because it's sort of ethereal, but it like sinks
You
into
lied.
the earth itself.
You lied, and now I don't have a
Oh,
friend
great! Now
anymore.
you killed it. Good
Thanks.
job. I guess there's nothing left to heal. Thanks.
Oh, its spirit is settled. It went into the ground. I saved its ghostly form. You're
Why don't you put
welcome.
some
I'm a
fire
ghost
ants on there just for
hunter.
good measure?
That's for assholes. Fuck.
All right.
So
That's
are we
interesting.
moving towards Virgum?
Oh no! You guys,
Oh,
no, you're nowhere near that. You guys are
Okay.
down here.
Where would we be? We had this little this was us, but like this was when we were
So
in
let me show you.
Cahote,
Yeah,
so
let me
where
for
would we
everyone's
be
sake.
now?
Let me describe the map here. So this sort of yellow dashed is the boundaries between nations. So those are nation
Okay.
boundaries. This green one is where the So the wildlands, they do shift and move on their own, but they generally keep the same sort of like mass. It may be a different shape, but it's the same area. In this particular case, it's actually spreading. And so you guys started moving toward it as it was moving toward you, and it enveloped you somewhere around this point. So you guys are actually in the wildlands where you are right now, right around here. You're not sure at what point it happened because, again, this is more of a spiritual thing than it is a physical border.
Right, so we had come down this mountain range here.
Well, you had originally come
And-
across here. Yeah.
Right, and then ended up here, and
Yeah.
now we've moved down. Okay, so I'm just trying to path it out here. Okay.
So if this poison is because of Menanok, it might be ground zero point might be closer to Locaston.
But Tree, your wildlands down in Moonroom, they
Mhm.
were spreading as well. And
Yeah.
so if it doesn't seem logical that it could be a one central point. It's almost as if there's some sort of poison leaking from the core of the world or something, like hitting all. Maybe it's the spiritual realm where it's like actually leaking through into the corporeal realm, poisoning those areas that are sort of like blend, the wildlands of the celestial and corporeal.
I think we are looking at it all spreading. Wherever it's coming from, whether it's below us or if it's because we're getting closer to the moon having its bridge thing. I don't know. But it's bigger. Even mine. Like, nothing ever would have come into my town before. And then all of a sudden, everyone was gone. So things are weird.
There is a small wildlands area in the southeast of Bressus, but I don't know if it's spreading or not. Why, Itish? Why do you think it's closer to Locaston?
Because if it was caused by the Witch Queen, I just think it would be closer to Locaston because that's where she died. Supposedly.
Well, if she died, if she died, then she shouldn't be here at all. So why would Locaston make more sense than anywhere else?
Maybe there
Well-
was extra evil done in these areas or something, or magic or something.
Well, on the map, there is a
Well-
portion of the wildlands.
You have a
that-
map?
The whole time?
Hold on! You've had
He's
a
been
map
like
the whole
sneaking
time?
peeks at it. What are you doing?
No,
Nothing.
It's
No,
like
this-
Goof Troop, and
this
he's
about-
like rerouted it. Yeah.
It is showing that there's a little bit of this particular wildlands that goes into
Yeah.
Locaston.
The few of Venom.
Hear me out. If I was a witch queen, I would want to make my castle in the mountains. And there's, according to her map, a tiny bit of the mountains in Locaston in the wildland.
Okay, that makes as
Well,
much
that's
sense
just
as
me.
anything
You
else,
could
I
also want to
suppose.
be next to the beach if you want to be a beach thing.
I mean, I just
Kinda
think if she was
depends on the
killed,
kind of witch queen you are.
sure. But I mean, if she was killed, could she come back on her own, or
I heard about
Well,
a
the thing
guy
is,
Would she
named
no
have
one
to be
even
brought
knows. She was like an extra dimensional being, as far as anyone knew. So we can't really apply.
oh no, but
regular
Trebor is
logic.
100% going to try to apply logic to this, like with him being where he's from and like being a part of his society, like he's going to try to apply logic to this situation because he thinks that all magic can be boiled down to science. He's having that Thor moment from the first four Thor movies. He's like, you call it magic, we call it call it science, we call it magic. No, could she just come back, or does she have a
Yeah.
following anymore? Does someone would have to bring her back? She can't just come back. This
You don't
isn't
know,
Star
and
Wars.
also
Emperor
maybe.
Palpatine can't just come back
There's a
somehow.
little
Well,
bit of
trees
a
come back
following
after
up
winter.
in Vergen.
In Virgin,
All right,
that
let's
was. Go ahead.
let's roll or flip a coin. We'll see. If we want to go to the mountains or the beach.
Well, you guys are lost in the wildlands at this point, so I mean, you can try to go wherever you want.
Crap.
Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know if the map's gonna work. Okay, Tree. Why am I asking Tree? Tree, I need you to do me a favor. No fire ants.
Yep. Mm.
You seem to have some sort of connection to this thing. which way does your fire ant sense tingle that you think we should go?
You want
Can
me
you
to
reach out with?
actively
I mean, if you need to like take a
purposefully
minute and grab those mushrooms out of your bag and whatever, like
connect
no
with
judgment.
the evil land?
So,
Yeah, is there
Aelyn,
is
can I get a
Absolutely, I'm
spiritual
gonna
check
do
from you,
that.
Aelyn? Because you were the first one to feel any sort of get any vision and have any connection with this entity.
yeah? I don't think Trebor knows that, right?
Oh yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah. Okay.
A little.
Aelyn,
Oh, not the first.
you
Yeah.
you actually kind of feel drawn, like compelled to go deeper into the wildlands. Almost like you can hear a sort of musical tune drawing you.
Ooh,
I
what does
feel
it
like
sound like?
being drawn in deeper.
Um,
You know,
Cool.
which direction is it telling you to go?
deeper is not a direction, dear. Can you?
Yeah, it is.
Have you ever had
absolutely is.
sex?
I'm not sure if Trebor has. Like we're gonna. Jury's still out. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna need more. than
Okay,
just
which direction
deeper,
am
like-
I feeling the storyteller?
I feel like you could point in any random direction and
That
animal yes
direction.
and it. So just yes.
You're like right there.
that direction.
I vote
Tree
Aelyn is
got-
the direction navigator. All in favor?
I'm in
Aye.
favor, but Tree was still given the opportunity and is now going to eat a gram of those mushrooms and then try to connect with the earth. So
Okay.
let's do this. Let's roll these
100%.
bones.
Please do.
What's a gram?
It's gonna take about 30 minutes to kick in.
All right, let's
Trebor,
walk
what's a
deeper
Not
for
gram?
real
30
world,
minutes and
but-
then
All right, so you start moving toward this sort of call that you feel. You feel it more than hear it, to be fair. And the fact that you're even responding to it is a little bit terrifying because, like, genuinely, what if it's like a horrible thing? Like what if you are a part of this thing now? What if you're the poison now? And so as you're like moving toward it and these thoughts are starting to seep into your mind, you notice this sort of face, very fair and dainty, feminine face sort of pop out from the side of a tree and like immediately go back behind it as you're leading everyone toward it, this sort of call.
And Aelyn is the only one sees this, and Tree is the one that took drugs. Damn, that is some strong shit.
I'm the only one that saw it?
Yeah.
Oh. Like,
Spiritually
Get everyone to
transmitted
stop.
drugs.
I.
Hmm.
Okay, I already forgot what the description. I saw something. I saw something come out and hide
There's
over
a
here.
thing. Some
Okay, the last
thing
time
on
we
the
saw
wing.
something,
a pail.
we saw stuff pop out, and we stopped or even slowed down. We were attacked. So do we just take this as a sign that like we're going in the right direction, or are we gonna have to have another argument about killing versus healing?
If we pass it, we
Oh,
need somebody to
man.
watch our back.
So I need you to give me a spiritual
Uh.
check, Aelyn. If people want to help with this, you can actually assist in skill checks.
Okay. How would we assist
only-
with the skill check?
You just let me know, and then she gets a +1. That's like the most she can
Yeah,
get.
I would say that Trebor could ride up next to her and like put a hand on her shoulder, kind
Whoa.
of trying to reach out.
Exactly.
To the spirit
Ask
Last
realm.
night.
permission. Just go
Oh, sorry.
touching
Consent's
people.
important. For consent's important. I forget.
Did you notice my last
forget?
two rolls were identical?
All right, Epstein.
Oh, that's harsh, bro.
My last two rolls
man.
were identical.
I take it back.
Yeah, it was
Nice,
stated.
though,
It was the
nice.
exact same rolls.
So 18. Yeah. So you find the way. You guys are like moving up the geography of this jungle, this forest, these wildlands, the Feovarum that you're traveling through is actually climbing to what can only be some sort of, rise on the other side or some sort of ridge line or something, but you're being sort of pulled in this primary direction. And it's actually pretty challenging to get the horses to even respond because it's so difficult to traverse. You're finding that you're going to have to get off the horses and actually, like, if you want to keep them with you, pull them up this sort of mountain range over logs. And, it's not like an open trail. This is fallen trees and debris and,
I think we need these horses.
marsh areas. These are plains horses. They're not used to this type of terrain at all. So what's your plan with these horses? Because it's slowing you down immensely.
I'm gonna hop off it, spank it on the butt, and say, "You've been a good pony."
You're setting
I'm
it free?
nervous
Send it
to let
home.
it go.
Wow, okay.
It might get eaten. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your horse is gonna get eaten, Tree.
My name's Tree, not Horse.
Okay, that makes sense somehow. Trebor's probably gonna look for a place that like they could. Not that it's gonna. The end result will be the same, but like he would look for a place. He's like, can we tie him up and leave him here and come back and get him later? And it will 100% have the same fate as Tree's horse. But
Right. All right,
like I
Itish,
don't
what are you
think he's.
doing? I've got ranchero music right out my window. Give me a second.
If it makes you feel better, we can't hear it. So
He's back.
Good.
Shh, shh.
I can.
He's back. Shush.
So, Itish, what are you doing with your horse?
I'm gonna do the same thing Tree did and let it go. It has a better chance of survival, being able to move than
Yeah,
having
Trebor,
a certain death
Trebor.
of
Slave
being
whipper.
tied to a tree.
Tree.
That's your new
slave
title.
whipper and horse
Horse
tire
killer.
upper.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no, horse
try.
tire upper. Let's be fair.
What's that, Aelyn?
I'm gonna try to keep my horse with me for as long as I can. But if I reach a point that I can't keep up with the others,
You're the leader.
then I'm just gonna. Oh. I'm not ready to let
Here.
it go yet.
I'll take your
It
horse
feels like
back.
safety. Huh?
I'll take your horse. Yeah, give me your horse.
I don't. Oh,
And I
that's
think
okay.
Trebor,
got
like-
it.
Give me your horse.
Give me a
It's
physical
seeing
check, Aelyn.
Oh jeez. Seeing Tree and Itish both let their horses go, like Trebor's like, okay, so we're just, all right, that's fine. He'll untie it, and let it go.
The horses
Oh,
are
I
just
thought
sort
I
of
was supposed to
standing
do it.
around, like looking, like start like nibbling at some foliage on the ground, and just
I
sort
go,
of
get out of here.
mild. As soon as you do that, they're just sort of skittish and like move to the side and just sort of walk off into the deeper forest.
Oh, they go the
Aelyn, you got
wrong-
a 15,
Oh,
no.
oh,
It's 16.
hold on.
16.
Yeah.
Before we let the
both
horses
did it.
go.
What?
Before we let the horses go, because I've played in Adam's games before, I will take off the
Our
rations and the
stuff.
saddlebags and keep them.
Oh.
Everyone will take their own
Our
saddlebag,
things.
and we will hand them.
Obviously, you
I have
want
done
our
this
stuff.
shit before, sir.
Adam.
Everyone will take everything off the horses that
If
is
you're all
important. We'll
saying
leave
it
the
didn't
tack forward.
happen. So yeah.
Yeah, see, I remember before the horse go like, come back here, horse. Hey!
No, wait.
Now they start
They
running.
can keep their saddle and
Yeah.
their tackle. I don't need that shit.
You spook them
Unless
more.
it is some weird shit later. But no, yeah, we'll take the rations
Okay.
and saddlebags.
Aelyn, you're doing a good job of pulling your horse, and it's doing its best to follow you, but it is getting prohibitive. And you guys have moved a good 20 feet in like 20 minutes because you're trying to get the horse around this very difficult upward covered terrain.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, what is this, the Donner Party?
You've already eaten people, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it is.
It was finger food. Calm down.
It was food
Literally.
fingers.
You don't finger your food, Trebor.
All right. I'm gonna make sure I take everything off the horse. I'm gonna whisper in the horse's ear my appreciation, give him pats, and then
Who's the good horse? Who's the good horse?
Have you spent a lot of time around horses, Adam?
Clearly not.
Okay.
now I'm gonna
That was perfect.
let it go its own way.
Okay.
Lead the way,
Sadly.
dancing rod.
You can go, yeah.
It sort of
away.
stumbles its way down the hill to the other horses, breaks its leg and dies. No. It's slowly it's slowly making its way down. You guys.
Wait, did you get your stuff? No.
She did. She said.
Yes, I did.
So you guys are slowly moving up this mountain, and it's actually getting a little bit harder. Give me a physical check because you're having to like use 3 or 4 points of contact to climb your way up this mountain.
Did you say we're supposed to do a trauma point every time we roll?
No, the trauma point's when you use a spell
Okay.
or you get hit.
Okay.
Let's see. Aelyn, Itish, and Trebor, you're struggling a little bit, and it's taking you a little bit longer. Tree's not having a problem at all, just sort of jumping up around, all the rocks and the fallen trees and debris and stuff, moving up through this jungle. Aelyn, as you're sort of leading this whole crew, you see at the top of the ridge line, what looks like it should be the top, right over a rock, that same feminine face look up, and you almost hear a giggle as it disappears.
Was that Tree?
You're muted, by the
You're
way.
muted,
Can't hear you.
Aelyn. Aelyn, you're pointing a lot and moving your lips. Are you saying words?
I saw it again over there. It sounds like it's laughing at us or giggling or something.
Do you think it could be a friend?
Tree.
It hasn't tried to attack us yet,
Tree,
but
no one can stop me. Here's the thing. None of you
Tree?
can stop me because I'm faster than all of you and my drugs are about to kick in. Tree books it towards
I was
that
just,
laugh.
Trebor's like, Tree, did you spike? Oh, never mind. She's gone.
So as Tree, as you like just leap off and like run in front of everyone else, it just kicks in hard. You instantly, every time you take a step, you feeling like you're like swimming. Do you ever see Nightmare on Elm Street where you're going up the steps and it's like going into the steps? That's how your feet are going through the mountain. And you're just like feeling kind of freaked out in a moment. And then this sort of like logic kicks in. You're like, oh yeah, I'm high. I took shrooms. Okay, everything's. Oh my gosh, this is a lot to take on. And like the colors are sort of hitting you. The vibrant greens are washing over you. The gray blue of the stones is sort of like flashing at you as you're passing by it, sort of leaving like spots as if you looked at the sun for a moment. You're like moving up and you're breathing and you can see your breath moving out and you stop for a second. You turn around and you can see the air itself move as you move, and like you throw a rock in a pond and see the ripples. You're seeing that in the actual atmosphere itself as you're moving, and you look down at everyone else and they sort of like move past you, and you can see down below you the blackness starting to creep in. And as you like turn around, you can see it starting to creep up your legs again, and it's starting to kind of turn in a real negative place, giving you flashbacks of your previous trip. And you see this sort of perfect circle, not affected by this blackness that's spreading. And inside of this perfect circle is this beautiful little dryad, just standing there staring at you with their head kind of canted, and turns around and just runs away from you up the mountain.
Wow.
Aelyn, did you take any brownies from Tree earlier today? Never mind.
Can I see the direction-ish it went?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
based
for sure.
off landmarks? Guys, you gotta come back. I just saw a healthy little fairy run into the, yeah.
The way it's coming out to you guys is
I think we're still following Tree. At least Trebor is following after Tree.
is she pointing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you pointing?
Yeah.
She's like, that's that.
That way.
And as you point, your finger like moves past your hand and like leaves your body, and it sort of freaks you out for a second before you realize you didn't actually move at all. And you just see like find yourself like wagging your finger, staring at it.
As we like climb up towards Tree, I look at Itish. I'm like, do you think I should try drugs? Like they seem like they...
Trebor, you want to mind meld again? Right now might be a good time.
I see those hands coming up, and I'm like, no.
I'm a smack. Look
PTSD.
back at Trebor. Don, you should not do drugs.
Okay, probably for the best. I'll.
Okay, I want to roll a mental check and see if I can describe very generally where
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
went.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna-
absolutely. You're just like,
That way.
oh my gosh. Do you guys seeing this? That.
Okay, you see this tree? You see that tree?
We see you, tree. Yes.
These trees, and then past that.
Yeah, your tree. What that? Oh. I think is he pointing that way? Let's. Okay.
Oh wow. You guys seen this grass?
I think somebody's gonna have to carry tree.
Tree,
Yeah.
Don,
Hey, Itish,
you're
will you
standing up
okay.
just pick up
you're
tree
standing up
and
with
tree can
guys,
just
and I'm
point?
looking
And
at
you
grass.
That's a great idea. I can see where the little angel went, so we'll follow it.
Itish,
It-
will you just pick tree up and carry?
Yeah, I'm
Carry
just
at a
the
gonna,
distance. It's like a baby
I'm
you
just
don't want to
going
hold.
to put tree on my shoulder and just carry tree that way.
And
Two out of
whichever way she stone points.
Give me a
We'll
physical check,
turn.
Itish.
last two games
physical
I've
check,
had
you said?
characters get picked up by other characters.
Physical.
You really need to stop doing drugs in character.
You're having a real hard time moving up
Stop.
past this, and
Don,
she's
please stop
wiggling
flailing
and
around.
she's like trying to point and move around, making it almost impossible for you to hold her. Him.
Lucy
know,
in the
Does
sky. No.
anybody have like a pacifier and some glow sticks? I'm pretty sure it would calm tree down.
Oh yeah.
What's a glow stick?
I have a weird like desire to go like this.
You guys ever heard of EDM?
I
Actually,
once accidentally said that was the hardest music to dance to during like a quiz game. Donut, it's yeah.
You have to be in the right frame of mind to dance
I like
to
the
it. That's what
dance
it is.
music.
Okay,
So
wait.
hard.
Just a
you know
beat.
magic. Can you distract Tree with like some lights or some shit?
I wish I could, but we had established in this world that cantrips don't exist. Therefore, I do not have dancing lights. I
You
apologize.
guys really need to
You
learn
can do
practice
this a spell
vegetation.
version of it, but it's gonna.
That's all I need is more. Okay, so if that's the case, that would put me effectively at a spiritual score of 0.
That
Can
would
I
not be
continue
good.
to take trauma and have negative numbers?
No.
Just do this in front of my face for a while, okay? We've all seen those guys, the dancing hands people. with the-
Trebor, as we've established, he's bookish and has things. I dig through my bag and I pull out what is a half-colored children's coloring book, and I just start like flipping through
Half-colored.
the colorful pages and walking ahead of her.
As you guys
yeah.
are climbing a mountain. All right, so you guys, this is like the most ridiculous collection of
It's
people and
us.
experiences.
You invited the 4 of
stumbling.
us to play a game, and you expect it to be serious on any level.
No, I'm narrating what's
Okay.
happening here.
This is
So you guys
not
are like
in-
moving up as this weird
is
sort
not
of like
that
almost
description.
comic troupe, going after some sort of weird extra dimensional beings pull, and you guys are like totally okay with it. There's this other weird dryad entity that's like sort of watching you along the way, and you guys are just sort of like okay with following that as well, like pointing it out. Very,
Yeah,
very
what
strange
else
to
stuff.
do?
So high.
Aelyn, can I get a mental check, please?
Very strange to any outsiders looking on. For the 4 of us, it's just Tuesday.
That's
This is Saturday.
It's a Sunday for me.
Tentacles
Oh.
reach out from the ground and start striking out. Let's get some initiative
being
action
punished.
happening. So, as these tentacles sort of reach out of the ground and strike out at you, they're clearly plant-based. Let's see.
Chat, no ideas.
What's that?
Chat don't have any ideas.
I have ideas. I have all the ideas.
No.
Yeah, you're the storyteller.
So, what are you going to do, Trebor? You see tentacles striking out at you guys.
He'll probably go, oh shit! Put away the half-colored children's book and take a swing with a mace or prepare his mace.
Your physical 4?
Yep.
Tree,
No, my physical's 2.
2, okay.
My worst stat.
Tree, what are you doing?
I'm assuming I'm being dropped.
Well,
from-
okay, let's ask Itish what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm gonna
She's doing.
take Tree off my shoulder and grab my flail and gonna whack it.
Okay, what's your physical?
4.
All right, Tree, you're going to be dropped to the ground. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna hit it with the heavy stick I have in my inventory. Physical, 3.
Okay. Aelyn, what are you going to do?
Okay, so has it just appeared or has it actually tried to?
You guys
Grab
didn't
us
notice
for
that you were
fire.
walking toward this sort of moving plant. And as you walked into its area, it's just striking out to attack. It's a carnivorous plant.
Okay, I'm
So-
Oh.
gonna try to do like a fireball thing at it.
So
With
you're not
all-
a wizard. So you're sort
Oh.
of left
What?
to existing nature. So you're a priest,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Amy's a wizard, though.
Cleric.
Cast
So
wildfire.
how like you can't do
So I
fire
have to
because
do it
there's no
within nature.
fire, but you can like
I can
throw
make fire.
dirt at it. You can move like trees, like throw trees at it.
Don't
Like
throw a
you
tree
can
at it.
manipulate what exists right now. You just can't create from nothing.
Can I try to shrink it? Like shrivel?
That would be very difficult. You'd have a 4 difficulty to shrivel it. But you can try, yeah.
Don't throw a tree at it. I love that.
It would just be -4 to your roll is all.
Trebor, did you
Actually-
bring salt?
Actually, use
What kind of
spell
trauma
to
would that
upgrade
be?
Every time you cast a spell, it's 1 trauma.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
It just
try
makes
that.
it more difficult the more dramatic result you expect. Okay, so just know that you have to subtract 4 from your roll once you roll, and then it is striking out. It has multiple attacks with multiple tentacles. It's a massive plant, so it's going to try to strike each of you on its turn. So the first one up is Itish. You see these tentacles striking out. You're going to try to smack it.
I am.
You drop tree. What's your physical roll? 12. It got an 11, so it moves toward you. You hit it with your flail. It takes 1 physical damage. It strikes out on its turn and tries to hit you with its tentacle. Give me a defense for your physical. You rolled 11. You got a 14. You jump out of the way as this plant tentacle tries to wrap around you. Tree, this carnivorous plant tries to attack you with its tentacle. Give me a roll. It rolled an 11 to get you. Got a natural 1 on its physical.
And one of y'all
You
use-
move aside as it
use one of
snaps
your
out
magic
past you.
thing and uproot this little shit.
Aelyn, I need you to give me a physical check as it's trying to get you. Oh man, it got a 16 to smack into you.
Jeez. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have decided on that.
11. You take 1 trauma. Don't mark it down until after you've done your. Well, it's not going to affect your spiritual. So go ahead and mark down your trauma. And then,
One physical trauma?
yeah. And then Trebor, it's reaching out at you, and the tentacles are actually wrapped around you right now. So it strikes out at you, Trebor. Give me a physical to resist. It got a 13, you got a 12. It wraps around you, and you can feel it start pulling you toward it. You take 1 physical trauma. Tree, you're up.
Big stick. 12, big stick.
12 with the big stick. You smack it. It takes 1 trauma. Or it's at 2 now. And then Aelyn. You were doing your spell, right? So roll your spiritual -4. It rolls its spiritual to resist. It got a 14.
Come on, come on.
No whammy, no whammy. Oh, man! So it wraps around your leg, and you're so distracted that you can't concentrate. You get a natural 1 on your roll. And it just sort of, this spell leaves your mind. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be eaten by a plant. As it's like pulling you toward it. Trebor, you're up.
Is
Uproot it
this-
with your magic, Trebor.
with your mace.
I don't know if I can. He starts hitting it with his
It had
mace.
wrapped around you. Go ahead and take your 1 trauma if you haven't already, and you try to smack it. It sort of swings itself around, so you just whiff and get some air with your...
Even though I got a 6 on my... I rolled a max 6 on my physical?
Right, but your total's only 14. Its total is 16. So you kept your bearing enough to try to hit it, unlike Aelyn, who freaked out.
Did I take a trauma for the last one?
For attempting the spell, yes. So you have to take 1 from the physical from the attack, and then 1 from the spiritual from the spell.
Okay.
Or salt the earth. Trebor.
Itish,
What?
you're up.
Salty.
Salt? Trebor starts digging through his saddlebag.
Itish.
I'm going to hit it with my flail once again.
So 16 ties go to Itish. You smack it. You see it sort of like shrivel its arms up. It drops everyone else, and it like shrivels back into this big, massive sort of vegetative lump, and everyone's released.
Beat it while it's down.
As Trebor hits the ground, hearing the call for salt, he starts digging through the saddlebag to see what the cannibals gave him. Oregano, paprika,
What?
pepper, ground pepper, black pepper, white pepper, garlic. Sorry, garlic. Oh, we have garlic salt, guys.
Garlic salt has salt in it.
Garlic salt, and I will throw. I will throw the garlic salt from my saddlebag of supplies to tree, to garlic salt the earth.
Okay.
I think it died already.
Oh, well, can I have the garlic salt
Thank
back then if
you.
we're making dinner later?
Yeah.
It
You
won't
go.
Hold on
eat
to
us.
it.
We should give it a little bit of comment. Eat it.
What?
Let's pull this out and see what the root looks like. Maybe it's delicious. I'm high.
No,
so-
I'm not going near it because then I'm going to get accused of trying to heal the plant. So if you guys want to go mess with the plant, feel free.
I don't think anything here is safe.
Obviously. Yeah, you guys are right. I won't do it this time.
Okay.
Next time,
This time.
we're eating it.
Okay, Tree, where did your totally not drug-induced little dryad friend go?
It was the only thing that wasn't sick. It was the only thing that felt like I had life and happiness and joy in it.
Sure. Where did
Do
it
you
go?
want me to show you?
I do want to know where it went. Yes, I would love for you to show me
That's
where
the
this
scariest
thing
way
is
of
so we're
saying
following.
anything.
Don't touch my head.
Laugh sounds away.
All right. Over there, that way.
So as you guys are talking, you actually see the dryad walk out almost from right out of a
We all see
trunk
it?
of a tree. Yeah, everyone sees it.
See?
And she like
so
moves over
scared.
to the massive plant and puts her hands on it and lays her head on it, and just sort of like a tear streams down her face, and she looks up at you. How dare you? You hurt him. She's like petting him.
He was trying to kill us.
This
You're
is
Swedish?
his home. Why are you hurting him? You should
Okay,
know
so-
better.
Trebor, go heal it.
I apologize. We're guests. I can try to heal it if you want me to, but I think there's a larger problem, which is all of this blackness that we would like to get rid of, and I'm not sure that being nice to the plant that's trying to eat me is going to fix all of...
She like lifts
This-
herself up off of this creature, this sort of a carnivorous plant, and drifts over to you. Not walks, drifts over to you, almost
That's not ominous.
terrifyingly. She like moves up and like comes up into your view from below you. Just like looks at you almost dead in the eye, but you know she's shorter than you, so it doesn't really make logical sense. And everyone else, you actually see her like grow a little bit as she stands up in a very unnatural way in order to see him in the eye. She's looking you in your face like, you've been touched. You're part
was
of the
pretty sure that was
evil
just a dream.
now. You are
What?
damned like we are. And she screams out and turns around and just charges back into a tree and just sort of is enveloped by the tree itself.
No way.
See,
We
not
are not going to
drug-induced.
get anything done if no one is going to talk to us here.
We keep
Hello?
making
Like, I
everyone
go over to the
angry.
tree that she like morphed
Knocks
into,
on it.
and I knock on the tree.
You're just
Like, hello?
You see the tentacles sort of like shifting a little bit as you're still in the air.
Ah! Calm down.
Last time I went and hugged something, it went away into the ether. So I'm gonna hug the plant. I might die. Bye.
The carnivorous plant?
Yep,
You can go hug the carnivorous plant?
absolutely.
Tr-
Stop saying it
tree's hug of
slower.
death.
Stop saying it slowly.
Tree
Somebody
is
is
hugging
allowed
the
to try to
carnivorous
stop
plant.
me,
I'm
and I'm
knocking
gonna
on the
do it.
tree.
So everyone sees tree running toward the carnivorous plant.
I'm gonna try it. Real quick.
Tree,
Try to
tree darling,
reach for her.
probably shouldn't do that.
So Aelyn, you
Tree
reach
more
for
thumbs
her.
up,
Give me a
yeah.
physical check. Tree, give me a physical. Oh, yeah, you're probably gonna miss. Yeah. See, you
I
half-heartedly
tried.
reach. She's high. Let her die.
It's just gonna be a real quick, just real fast. Because last time I did this, it sank into the earth, and I just want to see if love is the answer.
All you need is love. All right, so you move over and you're like hugging this plant, and it's
Just
like
real fast.
moving a little bit. You see its mouth. It actually like opens, the center of it opens. Its tentacles were pulling you toward this sort of like toothy vegetative mouth that sort of like opens up as if like you can come inside.
I run away. I already tried.
Like a child hugging a grandparent at a party, and like, fight! Just,
Maybe I don't know. I thought the dryad was trying to tell us like fighting wasn't right, but turns out she was wrong too, dumbass.
yeah, Trebor's still knocking on the tree like the good little, priestly missionary that he is. He's like, hello! I know you're in there.
So you actually see a torso reach out and grab around you, and she sort of whispers in your ear, "You're not safe here. You're not safe. No one's safe.
Where?
Leave while you can."
Where is the bad thing so we can get rid of it and make it safe here?
She like grabs your shoulders and pushes you back. Half of her is in the tree. Half of her is leaning out of it, sort of like Scooby-Doo like. She's like, "You don't understand. The longer you stay here, you become part of her. We cannot escape.
We're gonna make her go away. Where is she?
Fools. You're all fools." She disappears back into the tree.
Well, that was not helpful. I turn around and tell the party, like, she thinks that we're all going to turn into evil fools.
You turn around and see
I don't
tree
know.
running back from the carnivorous plant.
Itish, why didn't you? Oh, okay. Like,
You turn your
can we
back
get
for
some-
literally 1 second.
Aelyn, do you have any rope? Like, maybe we can make some sort of like a baby Bjorn harness for Tree. Like,
You know, that's funny.
keep
That's what
her
people want
in
from me when I'm
arm's
drinking.
reach. You know what I'm saying?
Do I toss him some rope?
You tell me.
Sure.
You know how people used to put like their kids in backpacks that had
I
the
was thinking the
leashes?
backpack leashes that where the
Yeah.
kid thinks it's a backpack and it's a leash. Yeah, 100%. We want to put Tree on a leash.
Sweet. Don't let me know.
Catch.
I get aggressive on the end of a leash.
A rabid cat being thrown in water.
All right, Tree, your dryad friend ditched us. Where are we heading now?
So you
Well-
like really quick though. Like it wasn't an insane notion that she passed on. She's telling you the
No.
longer you stay here, the more you're going to be poisoned like they are.
I think Trebor, as he's stated, is committed to, like, if this is the sacrifice that has to be made to save the world, I'm in. So, like, he's not going to take the invitation to leave. Like,
Gotcha.
that's no longer an option in his mind.
Okay. And everyone else
If
is okay
everyone
with
else
that?
wanted to
Hit a
ditch, I
number
mean,
on
like,
your
that's
brain.
fine. But, like, Trebor's like, no, this is this is what we're doing now.
Itish
Well,
commits.
I'm still
just
pretty,
wanna
you
do it
know.
fast.
Woo, I could try to connect with the ground here. That might hurt my brain a little bit because it's poison, but we can try. Try.
Yeah, when we saw a quick point of clarification, when we saw this dryad, she seemed to stand apart from whatever else was here, like where she was white.
Well,
and
Tree saw that.
Tree saw that. What
Tree
did
saw
we see
people's
when we saw the
auras.
You didn't
dryad? What did?
just now? You're
Yeah.
not seeing you're not seeing a literal poison or anything. You're just seeing the dark, twisted wildlands. You saw
Right.
her appear, but that was it. Like she didn't.
Okay, so my question, does she look like she is a part of this and belongs here?
She's
or
like
did,
everything
am
you've
I getting,
encountered
like,
here thus far.
so
Like
the
she's
only
clearly
person who has
tainted by
seen
the
something
experience
that is
that's happened.
off, that is different is Tree. Tree's the only one that saw
Yeah.
a white
Yeah.
figure. Okay. I don't know, Tree. Maybe knock on you, Tree. Knock on that tree. That's where the dryad went, and maybe you can talk to the dryad. She didn't want to talk to me. She told me to leave.
I'm gonna
Tree,
go
could you
press
knock
my
on the tree?
entire body to the tree and hug it and just
Moosh against the tree.
Yeah. like my picture in the thing. And
Yes.
yeah.
Hold on. Where's Tree in the thing?
No, not my L.Hep94 picture where I'm pressed up against that redwood.
Oh yeah.
I don't see that one.
On
Alright,
Discord,
so,
for Discord photo.
The stream cannot see Discord. They're
Too
missing
bad,
out.
stream. You're
It's
missing
really
out.
cute.
All right, so you press your body up against this, and you hear this deep, low growl, just as this wild cat above
no,
you
there's a
is
bobcat
ready to
in here.
pants down. Not a bobcat, it's a panther. It's a
Pants down, ass up. That's the
What?
way we like to fight.
I don't think fight's the word there. All right, so you guys see this panther, hear it before you see it, and then you sort of look around and you see it's in the branches of the tree, ready to leap down on top of a tree, who is hugging a tree. What are you guys gonna do? So, Tree, what's your plan? You see this massive panther.
It's so annoying. I'm trying to talk with like nature right now, and there's something attacking me.
Yeah, there's a theme here.
Yeah, nature doesn't like the druid. It's kind of annoying.
Is that
I
your
think it's-
takeaway?
Yeah. I saw a big stick out, so I'm just gonna, or heavy stick. So I'm just gonna like just use that as a,
Smack it with the tree branch.
yeah. Pop.
All right, in your physicals 3.
Yep, tree.
Aelyn, what you can do?
So it's gonna attack Tree.
It looks like it. You're like,
Aelyn
she
tries-
deserves it.
No, she tries to typically hold back, not always, but I'm gonna try to get Tree out of the path.
How?
Okay, I'm gonna run to her and kind of try to do a push tackle thing with my
Alright.
body on top of her.
What's your physical?
2. I just need to stop doing physical stuff.
Trebor, what are you gonna do?
So I think for Trebor, in his mind, we need more information before we can figure out what we're doing, and he feels like Tree, in spite of all the fire ant shenanigans, is the best option for that. So I think he wants to try to cast some magic, something that would be akin to like a protection from evil, something that is going to give Tree the ability to do what they need to do without being hindered by whatever this black inky evilness is that is encompassing this place. So
I'm
like
not
wants
sure
to
I
provide
understand. So
like
you're trying to protect her
spiritual
against the.
protection for tree. Yeah, so like spiritual protection for tree so that tree can communicate and do whatever tree's doing to try to try to talk to this dryad or figure
Okay.
out what we need to do.
So you want to give her like a
So-
+1 bonus or +2 bonus for spiritual? What are you
Yeah,
thinking?
something like that.
Well, I need a number. Because that's what you're going to
Let's call
subtract
it
from your roll.
10.
Let's seeing as I have a spiritual of 3 and a trauma of 2, I can only do a +1, I suppose.
Okay.
If I can't get into negative numbers.
No, so the casting of the spell is going to cost you 1 trauma, but you can try to do a plus up to 4 if you want. It just increases the
Oh, okay.
difficulty of actually succeeding.
Let's do a plus. So I could do a +4 and it's only going to cost me 1 trauma.
It'll cost you 1 trauma, but it's going to add 6 to the difficulty.
Less
Let's
odds
split
of
the difference and
success.
Call it let's call it 2. Do a +2.
Okay. So just so you know, for modifiers for the game, a 1 is 1, subtracts 1 from the difficulty. 2 subtracts 3 from the difficulty. 3 subtracts 6 from the difficulty. 4 subtracts 9 from the difficulty. So it makes it really hard. The more powerful the spell you want to use is much more hard to actually manifest.
Okay.
But that you still only take 1 trauma from the attempt.
Okay. Like
Right.
I wasn't sure if there was a correlation to
Yeah.
that. So, yeah. I think we'll try to give Tree a +2.
Okay, so a 2 is a 3 difficulty modifier, so you'll just subtract 3 from your roll when you do that. And then Itish, what's your plan? Oh, Trebor, what's your spiritual right now?
Right now, I guess it's a 1.
Yeah.
If I have a
That's how it
3 and
works.
a 2
Yeah.
trauma.
Itish,
Yep.
what's your plan?
If the panther jumps out of the tree, I'm going to choke the panther out.
You're going to try to grab the jumping panther by the neck?
Do it.
Yes.
What's your physical right now?
4.
Okay. That seems like a very challenging thing to do.
That's awesome.
All right.
I'm going to choke.
You can
the cat
try.
out.
You'll try, and you'll fail, as Anakin Skywalker once said. All right, so the panther leaps down, because it has a 6 physical, so it goes first, leaps down to tree. It's going to try to first claw at you before it bites. If it makes one of its claws, it's going to try to bite you. So first we're going to try the claw physical, so go ahead and try to resist that. Tree. You got a 15, you got a 20. You rolled a natural 6 on its physical. So you take 1 trauma to physical, and then it's going to try to bite you. So go ahead and give me another one as it tries to sink its teeth into your face.
Oh no, that's Tree's moneymaker.
Not anymore. You're going to be two-faced.
It was. It's a
So
past tense.
you take
It was.
another trauma from the bite to the face. Itish is next up. You go to grab it by the throat. Give me a roll. It got a 17 to avoid it. 17 goes to the hero. You run over and grab the panther by the throat as its mouth is around Tree's face, and you're choking its throat. It takes a trauma from the choke. Nicely done, Itish. Tree, it releases your face as Itish is like, die! He's choking it out.
Tree was always gonna use heavy stick, but now Tree is really gonna use heavy stick. No, she's not. Wow. Adam, do you have self damage on natty ones?
Oh,
crit
wow. All
failures?
3.
All
No,
natty
but your
ones.
All
stick
ones.
breaks. It's like
Yeah, that makes
the
Oh.
last of your...
Well, now
stick.
I have 2 medium-sized sticks. Does anyone have something like rope or chain I could? That's
We're gonna make some
Always
nunchucks
look on the
up in
bright
this
side.
all
world.
I have left. I would like everyone to know are 2 grams of mushies and a rock, like a heavy rock.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
not lying.
You
Aelyn,
have to
you
charge fire
leap
defense.
to grab her and pull her out of the way. I mean, that's what you were going to do. So, and it makes sense to pull her away from the wild attacking animal.
Okay.
So, give me a physical. Are you going to resist at all, Tree?
No, get me
Okay,
out
so
of here.
you just need to get a basic DC check. So, give me a physical check. Oh, you did. A 12. Okay. So, yeah, you grab her and you pull her away to safety. Trebor, you're the last one to act.
Trebor is going to look at Tree and say, "You need to figure out how to get us out of here," and touch Tree's shoulder and cast this protective magic.
Hey,
All right. And are you going to resist at all, Tree?
no, that'd be weird.
You just got dramatic. What the hell's going on?
Whoa. It's as I'm in the
You just got
sunlight.
metal.
It'll come.
Rock and roll. All right.
She's just
so,
really getting into character.
right. So it's a -3, but go ahead and give me a roll.
I did. It was 12.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. So I mean, your basic DC is 10. You got a 12 -3 is 9. So you did your best, but this wild animal is just sort of throwing you off your game, and you were not able to concentrate on the spell. You take a trauma. If you're a 0, you're completely dispirited.
Oh no.
So he's unable to act from here on out. The panther is
So
going.
that was the end of my I can't do anything. I get to chill now.
Yeah. Once you're a 0 in one of your abilities, you're dispirited. You're not dead, but if someone attacks you and takes another ability down to 0, you
So
die.
okay, so because it failed, it's now you have to get us out of this. And then
Yeah,
he
he's
sits
like,
down
we're
and
gonna
cries.
die here. We're totally gonna die in this damn forest.
Yep.
Yeah, you're totally just lost. I mean, you've suffered a
So-
lot in the past week and a half.
It's been a rough week, man.
Yeah.
He's
Whipping
having a little minty
slaves.
bee over here in the corner. It's fine.
All right, so the panther is going to try to turn around and claw at you, Itish. Itish, what
So
is your
it's gonna try
plan?
to break out of my grapple.
I mean, have you ever fought a cat? its legs can do things that you're, whether you've got its neck or not.
Yes.
So you're going to have its grapple if you're going to hold it, but you're going to have to use your ability, your action to hold it.
Grab its scruff. Like a
I'm gonna
kitten.
continue choking it out until it passes out.
Okay. And then Tree, what's your plan?
I am going to cast Ant Shell on
Ant
Itish.
shell?
We've gone over this.
Can we go over it again? Because I do not remember.
It's like armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Like
what
what I
bonus
like
are you going to
buttons.
go for?
2.
2? Okay, so that's going to be a 3 to your difficulty, added to your, subtracted from your roll. Okay, and then Aelyn, what are you going to do?
Thinking with spiritual.
Remember, every time you use a spell, it gives you trauma.
Yeah. So my spiritual needs to be nature, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're a priest, so it all is derived from nature.
Is there anything nearby that I can have vines come entangle it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's being held by Itish right now, but you can have vines tangle around it too if you want.
Can I control it that the vines only entangle the panther?
Yeah, if you're successful, yeah.
Okay. I don't want to get Itish.
So, okay, so you're just trying to
dry
restrict it from
quarter.
moving anywhere, just keep it in place?
Yeah, I just can't think of any kind of attack with nature.
I mean, you can have the vines constrict it. and squeeze it.
Okay, yes.
So that's what you
They'll
want to do?
help. Yes, they'll help what Itish is doing.
Okay, so
Yes.
how much damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just remember that the more
2.
damage, the more difficult. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a
Vines
3
about the door.
difficulty when you do it. So just subtract 3 from your total number when you try it. All right, so first up is actually the Dryad, which steps out and leans down toward Trebor. And are you going to resist spiritual effects, Trebor?
No, he's just here crying in the corner.
Oh, that's exciting.
Okay. Well, you get 3 spiritual trauma taken away as she leans down and whispers in your ear, "There's still goodness. Do not despair. You can help us." And you instantly just feel lifted, like separated from the poison of this place. The panther, its legs like twist around and are clawing at Itish on its turn. Hold on, I gotta move it down to a 5. 6. Still goes first. Give me a resistance check, Itish, please. It rolled a 17. And the tie goes to Itish. So it's twisting around and you're like holding it by the neck, whipping its body, its lower body's like flipping back and forth. And the claws are striking out in the air. I'm totally missing you. Itish, you're up. You're squeezing. It's going to try to resist. Give me a physical. Wow. It got a 21. It breaks free of your grip.
I got a 21 in reverse.
Right. Tree, you're up. What were you doing? The armor. Give me
I
a
was
spiritual check and
casting-
subtract 3 from it.
Yes. Spiritual check. Oh, no. Sorry, bud.
Ooh, yeah. That unfortunately you're having a hard time concentrating with all the chaos and your own trip that you're experiencing still. You are knee
Yeah.
deep in. Aelyn, you're trying to cast some magic at this thing. It's going to do its spiritual, which is shockingly high.
Oh
It
gosh.
rolls a 20 to resist. Yeah, it is a natural inhabitant of this wildlands, so its spiritual is going to be high no matter what. So you do your best with the vines, but they just sort of shake away. You're not sure if it's because it just broke free of Itish's grasp, or if it's because you're feeling yourself becoming one with this poisoned land. But you are starting to feel your power wane. Make sure you're marking on your trauma. And then we're back to the top. So the Dryad is going to turn and use a spell against the Panther. The Panther is going to leap at Itish. Itish, what are you going to do?
I am going to choke it out.
You're going to try to
Continue.
grab its throat again? Don't you have a weapon?
Yup.
Can't you do like more damage or?
Well, the Dryad was crying about us hurting.
So
the
you
plan.
choking it out is better than hitting it.
It just needs to tap out. Just tap out, bro.
Its survival instinct will kick in eventually, and it'll run away.
All right. All right.
That's
So
not
you're going to try to
true.
grasp his throat.
Sometimes.
Are you still at a 4 or you took trauma?
I didn't take any damage yet.
Okay. Tree, what's your plan?
Right. Tree needs a plan. Tree's gonna throw a big rock.
Throw a rock at it.
I
What's
have
your
it in
physical?
my inventory.
There's rocks on the ground too.
1.
1. Okay. And Aelyn, what's your plan?
No matter what I do, if I fail, I'm down to 0. on
Well,
something.
don't use a spell then. You can hit it. You are a human, like a physical being.
Yeah.
You can
But it's
also
a-
like just protect other people. You know,
Oh, okay.
or dodge
Ah.
or
Okay, who's attacking right now?
it
Or
looks like it's
does it-
ready to leap at Itish.
Okay. I am going to try to protect Itish. pull Itish out of the path? I don't know.
Okay. So Itish is like trying to grapple with it, and you're like, nope.
Oh
yoink!
no. I'm sorry. Wait, I thought he failed already. He did, didn't he?
What? No, he hasn't done anything yet.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
This is the beginning of initiative order, so we're determining what everyone's going to do. So, Aelyn, what's your physical?
So is it the score minus trauma?
Yeah.
Or just okay.
Always. So what is it?
1.
Okay. It's all right. That's the point. Is the more damage you take, the harder it is to do anything. So the Dryad is up first. Oh, wait, no. You're back in the game, Trebor. What's your plan?
Oh, it's not a great plan. It's also not a great plan because I cannot pronounce the names. Some of these names you've got in here, man.
Just tell me what you want to do.
Trebor, in this moment, like the Dryad has like snapped him out of this. He's feeling a spiritual connection again, and he understands that normally where he would appeal to Ogma for things being the god of knowledge, this isn't Bressus, and he's in the forest. So he wants to. I can't pronounce his name. It's Sylvanas, but I have no idea how you pronounce the other one. Priam Sholi. It's Sylvanas.
What is it I don't understand.
God of forest and nature. Like,
Oh,
he's
okay.
just going to, like, it's because like Sylvanas, I can say that one. I know that one. But the other
Right,
name that's
right.
like the Bressus version of the name, I'm like, nope.
Solanas and Patchouli.
Yep, I can't say
Patchouli.
that one. So he is going to attempt to beseech Sylvanas to give us guidance in this moment, because he's like, everything we've done to this point, we're not making headway. We're moving forward and just fighting thing after thing after thing, and like he's trying to buy a vowel.
Mm-hmm.
And Trebek, or is it Pat Sajak isn't here, so we're gonna we're gonna
Also
pray
a
to
god in
Sylvanas
this
in this
place.
moment and say, hey, I want to buy a vowel.
Okay. So we'll say that's a difficulty of 1.
Okay.
So just subtract 1 from your number when it's time. All right. So
I have a spiritual of 3 again.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
Dryad goes first. You see it maneuver its hand, and the ground comes up and almost tries to like wrap itself around the panther itself. So she gets a 12. The panther gets a 14, resists. The earth smacks into the body of the panther and just shakes away. The panther leaps at Itish. It gets a 17 to claw you. If it successfully claws you, it's going to try to bite you. It claws you for 1 trauma to your physical, and then it goes to bite you. Make sure you...
I also do have a armor that gives me +1.
What?
I have leather armor, which is
Oh, okay.
+1.
So in that case, it would have been 14. So you still take the 1 trauma because it got a 17 to claw at you. So you take the 1 physical. The panther goes to bite you with the 17 again. Roll. Go ahead and give me a resistance with your +1. 22. Yeah. So it claws at you. You move back. It moves in to move it. Like its head comes down to bite at your face, and you just like pull away. Go in. It's your turn to try to choke it out. It has an 18 to resist. Ugh. 2 1s. That's no good. You move in, but the damage from the claw hurts you a little bit. Tree. What is it you were doing again? I'm sorry.
Big rock.
The big rock. All right. So you throw the big rock. Give me a physical check. It got a 20. So you throw the rock and it just hits.
I might have hit Itish.
We won't be mean.
That was bad.
Aelyn, you were going to grab Itish and pull him. Itish, you're going to resist?
Poor
Yeah.
Itish.
All right, so give me opposing physical checks. Aelyn got 11. Itish, you got your 12. So you go to grab him. He's like, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
Stop. God. Trebor, I'm sorry.
Did that use up physical trauma or no?
No.
Okay,
Only
good.
magic takes a toll
Okay,
when
I'll get
casting it
that.
because it's hard to harness it. Okay, so Trebor, I actually skipped you. You should have been before Tree. I'm sorry.
I
What
know,
were you
it's
doing?
fine. Trebor is going to grab his holy symbol, his amulet, and kind of raise his eyes to the sky and say, Sylvanus, father of trees and forest, help us know how to protect your holy place. And
You
he
know
will...
about Father of Tree?
Everybody knows about the father of trees.
Oh,
You
not
feel a connection to this dryad that you should follow her.
Okay,
Like you just instantly get this connection.
perfect.
All right,
have you
so
been taking drugs, Trebor?
I didn't need drugs. I had Jesus.
All right, so the panther's going to continue going after Itish. The dryad is going to try to use her spiritual strength against the panther. Itish, what are you doing?
Because it clawed my arm, I'm gonna be like, okay, the training wheels are off for you, you little shit, and pull out my flail and hit it with my flail.
Okay. Trebor, what are you going to do? I'm sorry, Itish, what's your physical right now?
3.
Thank you. Trebor, what are you going to do?
I mean, I guess Trebor is gonna rush up and try to help. Like the dryad's attacking this thing, so he's no. Because if I do that, then that puts me at a 0 as well. Shit. What can I do with mental? So like here's a great time to talk about how these things work. So like in combat, how would I use a mental stat? Like give me an example
So, I
of what
mean,
I would use.
for
'Cause
reality,
if I do any, yeah, go for it.
physical is for all combat-based stuff. Mental is for
Right.
arcane magic. Spiritual is for nature magic. So,
Man, I
there's
did my scores wrong. I should have put nothing in mental.
no, because if anyone uses arcane against you, you immediately drop.
Okay.
Like, that's what I tried to build this around so that people aren't heavy loading in one stat, because then you can be
Right.
taken out by the other two stats super easy.
Right. I feel like I'm not quite sure in this system like how to use all the pieces yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to make all the
So much.
pieces work in combat. Like especially where like, I have a score of 3
It's no
and
different
like
than D&D. If you're a priest, you can do physical stuff or your magic. Or
yeah,
you
but
run out
like
of
if I
spells, you can't do
do
more spells.
yeah. So I guess one, a physical doesn't cost me anything. It only
Right.
costs me if I take the hit. So yeah, so I'll run forward and whack this thing with my mace.
Okay. What's your physical?
It's got 1 right now.
Aelyn, what are you going to do?
I was inspired by Tree, and I'm gonna try to rock at it.
Okay, what's your physical?
1.
And Tree, what are you going to do?
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, my headphones beeped right as you said my name. It was really funny. It was like my name was a swear word. I am going to get Big Rock, and it's not held down anymore. It escaped,
Right.
or is it still grappled?
Nope.
Okay. All right, throw a Big Rock.
All right, what's your physical?
I think it's just 1 right now. 1.
Okay. All right, so the panther is up first. It leaps at Itish. Give me a physical check, please, as it tries to claw at you. It got a 15.
I got a 14.
14. It scrapes you for 1 physical trauma. It's going to try to bite you now. Give me another physical. It got a 15. $16. You push back again, rejecting the bite. The dryad moves in. You see her sort of like position her hands out, in this sort of white mist goes and circles around its head, and she's calling out, "Run away, run away." She uses her spiritual. She got a 19, and it only got a 12. and it rolled a natural 1 for mental and spiritual. You see its demeanor completely drops, and it looks terrified, and it's ready to run. Itish, you're up. You're going to bash it?
Yeah.
All right, go.
It likes using its teeth so much. It
You
blows a few.
hit it. Okay, so just a physical punch was 1, a attack with a weapon, so it's going to be 1 plus the weapon, so that's 2. So it takes 2 trauma. I think that might be the best way to modify damage, trauma moving forward, is anything that's like non-violent is a 1, weapon, and then the weapon adds on top of that. All right, so that was Itish. What's that?
Like the flat. No, I was just kind of on that, like the flat damage for physical stuff, like in D&D, where it's just like, okay, it's equal to your strength, so it's like if I hit you, great, but like I do 1 damage.
Yeah. Trebor, you're up.
Trebor's gonna swing his mace and be like, get on.
You got a 14. You move forward. It
11.
backs away from you. Is clearly trying to back away. Aelyn, you're up. You're gonna throw a rock.
Yes. So
Throw
physical?
it. Ooh, it only got an 8. 12. You smack it with a rock.
Finally.
Takes a physical and sort of like whimpers a little bit. Tree, you're up.
I would like to do like a warning throw.
So you're
just,
gonna
like, behind it, so it's
throw your throw.
Yeah, I don't want to hit it. I want to do
Okay.
non-damaging throw.
Roll a physical.
It might come after us later.
She's like,
Gonna
kill it.
remember that I was nice to it.
Hopefully.
All right, so you throw it on the
11. I
ground,
missed
and
it.
it turns and it leaps off into the foliage of the forest. And the dryad sort of slumps a little bit, and she turns around. I think we should probably talk.
Are you gonna break up with us?
And that is where we're going to leave this episode of DireLands. Thank you for joining and making this very entertaining, players. I really appreciate you. This has been a lot of fun for me. I know we're alpha testing this game system and we're making changes and rule adjustments on the fly, but that's kind of what it's all about. So I appreciate it. For those of you watching and tuning in, thank you very much. Let us know about the game system. How would you adjust? Are the adjustments I'm making on the fly, do they make logical sense? Do you have any suggestions? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below. That's going to do it. Thank you for watching today's DL6 Stop the Spread DireLands Adventure Actual Play. Please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, liking and commenting on this video. And always remember that evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there and be evil.